That's right. I'm alive. Oh boy. This sucks. Oh, I'll be honest. I love streaming. I love doing this. This is my favorite hobby. Um, when I say it sucks, I mean it sucks that to be in the position I'm in right now. And I'll go into that a little because I have a bit of a rant to go off of here, and maybe a slight plea for help, but mostly just want to, like, for a little while, just talk about a couple of things. Because I haven't really had the chance to... Well, no, I've had the chance, but I've not had a big desire to talk about what goes on behind the scenes, right? Because I'm not that kind of person. Obviously, like, you know, I somewhat carefully built scene collections and avatars, and my camera is rarely on. And I'm very private about my private life, obviously. And so I'm not gonna like be pulling back the curtain and telling you, oh, this is what I do. Like, this is my, like, this is the kind of work I do. This is where I am. This is yada yada yada. But like, I do want. I now have the desire to like kind of just be a little open about a couple of things in a way I haven't been. Kind of talk about stuff. Maybe like sort of brainstorm some ideas together, because like I'm not in burnout. I'm definitely not in burnout. It's just I kind of have some kind of paralysis, if that makes sense. I'm not entirely sure. We're gonna talk about it a little bit, at least for a while. And we are gonna go to a new scene for once that I made in about 5 seconds. And you can tell I made it about 5 seconds because it is barren as fuck. Let me move this up a little bit. Yeah, that'll fill the space up a little more. Yeah. The problem here is that, like, the problem with this is that I consider, like, putting in the chat window, like, right here. But the problem is that, when nothing's happening, it looks incredibly depressing. And then what the fuck do I fill this space up here with? Like, what happens up here? I don't know. So that's why I did this right now. Shut up, Windows. My Windows is bugging me for an update, and I'm not gonna do it right now. But we're gonna keep the pretzel music going for a little bit. As I kind of talk crap with Rose for a little while. Because, just like me, Rose isn't doing much.
I feel called out.
Am I wrong?
No, I was watching anime. So yeah,
Unfortunately, that's not an idea I can do because my name's not Disguised Toast.
true.
Was it the who was the fucking guy that was like watching Avatar live on stream and like only got a slap on the wrist for it? Was that
I do
him?
not remember. That sounds familiar. I do not remember.
Still pissing me off about it. Like that's still like I guess we're getting to gossip hour here. I guess that still really bloody irritates me. I know people brag about this a lot, but like if that was any other channel, that was anyone else, that person would get fucking insta banned for copyright real fast.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But because it was some big name streamer who was like on like a couple of Twitch rival shit, it was fine. Just ugh. I used to know a guy who would do like streamed watch-alongs of Survivor, which is about the most soulless idea for a stream I can think of.
That sounds boring. I'll be honest.
It was very boring. It was very boring because Survivor is not an interesting show in the slightest.
I've tried to watch it, and it was like, no, I'll just watch the videos about it.
No,
I cannot
my
watch.
thing was, no, I'll just watch Total Drama Island. It's funnier.
True.
Literally, for some reason, I've been getting recommended Total Drama Island, like, compilation videos on YouTube lately. Like, I got one a couple weeks ago that was, like, a video of, every Total Drama Island contestant when they would have realistically died.
Cool.
And it was quite funny. Also, I like that one, Pretzel. It was a little bit dark, but I like it. In any case, with all that said, again, I'm gonna auto skip anything that Pretzel has lyrics. Try Liquid Drop. In any case, like, here's kind of, let me talk about things a little bit. First of all, let me talk about the last week I've had. Rose knows a bit about this. I don't think I've told you everything.
Yeah.
So, last time I was on stream was last Friday. There was we were scheduling Yakuza for Monday. Didn't go. It did not happen because so here's what happened. Saturday and Sunday, I was out at a convention. I was out Saturday from about 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. give or take. I was at the convention for less time than that, but it was a bit of a travel to get to this one. And then Sunday I was doing a similar thing because what happened with that is that actually I was volunteering. I was part of a specific subsection of the convention, and it's something I've done at other conventions the past couple of ones I've been to. So I was helping out for that, and then and we were originally supposed to only do Saturday. Like Sunday was just gonna be like my day to go and just hang out and shop around and stuff, pretty much. But then they really liked us. Like the actual proper con staff really liked us, and so basically they sort of said, "Do you want to do stuff tomorrow as well on Sunday?" I had no better plans, but the problem was of the people who like were in like the group I was in, I was the only person who could actually who was going to be there Sunday. Everyone else could only do Saturday. So I ended up going home with like club materials. Like I had them in my apartment. Like stuff that was not owned by me, that was like property of this basically a non-profit. I don't work for them or anything like that, but like I'm a member of the organization. Basically this organization's property, which I do not own, and I had to be responsible for that and then return it on our next meetup, which was a couple days ago. So that happened. So I was doing that by myself, and I was a little bit stressed by that. I also had a fantastic thing happen where someone from work found me at the convention.
What?
And that stressed me the fuck out. It's fine. It's okay now, but like I was so stressed out that day. Like I mentioned this to you, Rose. That's why I was so stressed. Because someone from work found me, and again, just give you a tiny window into my life. I'm not publicly out in most places. Before it was mostly just out of nervousness and fear. Right now it's a matter of I don't have the fucking money to do hormones, tragically. Cause America sucks. So I'm not out like at work or anything like that. And then having someone from work come when I'm in full femme, like makeup and outfit and everything, and I'm there as like as me as Cam, and they find me, and I have to like do this whole sort of like half-second evaluation of how much plausible deniability do I have. Excuse me. I just realized I haven't had chat up for like the past little bit. I'm so sorry. No one talked. It's fine. It's just been pretzel. How much plausible deniability do I have here? Is this person safe? How quickly do I address this? Because here's the thing, if I didn't address it immediately, I was risking them using my dead name in public with people who did not know my dead name, and I really didn't want that to happen. So I had to pull them aside real quick and explain, and then after that point, I was just done with people. Because I was not ready to be put to do like an on-the-spot coming out in that moment in time. Because it's always a process. No matter, and this person was someone I do trust, and I am happy that they know, and it's gonna make things easier a little bit, and I'm glad I can be a closer friend to them, but it's still a process, and I was not ready for it that day.
I mean, that just sounds... Obviously, that sounds stressful and also draining because you're trying to like, you don't
Yes.
know exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, that happened Sunday. So even though I actually got home earlier on Sunday, I told Rose and Flygon, hey, I'm home early, but like I am really stressed out. I don't know if I'm up for any sort of stream tonight, and I ended up sleeping for a lot of it anyway. So you know. Then Monday, I worked 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. The next day, I worked noon to 10, I think. Don't quote me on that. It was more like 10:30. and then after that, also a little while, and then I had to go back and return the club. I wasn't actually even planning on attending this week, but like I had to go back and return the stuff that was in my possession because like that's needed for our meetings. And so then today and yesterday, I have just basically been fucking comatose. I have slept a lot. And I've mostly just played some games on my phone and go out to check on a couple of job stuff. That's really all I've done. And also watch some Dropout, but you know, that's given all the time. So, and in fact, the reason why I started it late tonight was because I was watching some old College Humor sketches.
Oh my god.
I was watching the entirety. Cause here's the thing, actually, until an hour ago, I actually had not watched the entirety of Google's a Guy.
Really?
Really? Yeah, I'd seen a couple of them, but I hadn't seen the whole thing yet. So it was about time I watched. I did. I really loved Brian Huskins. Just because I have it doesn't mean it's true. That was really good delivery there. In any case. So, that's been my past week in terms of my life, and that's why nothing happened in streams for the past week because I was just either so busy or so tired. And also, I'm hoping now things because like right now the busy part of my current job has died down. Being very cagey about this because I don't want to give more details publicly, but it's died down a little bit. I'm still like actually I am still working full 40 hours this week. Like it's not died down massively, but it's not going to be like another 60 or 70 hour work week again.
That sounds like hell.
I did 65 hours 2 weeks ago, and I think the only reason I did 40 hours this past week, and the only reason it was 40 was because I didn't work Saturday or Sunday because I was taking it out to go to the convention. That's the only reason. If I had worked the weekend, I would have hit 70. Absolutely.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So that's also why I haven't been able to commit to a proper stream schedule yet. I've wanted to, honestly. I've wanted to for a little while. But like for a while, just because my work schedule was so loosey-goosey and up to change at any moment, both by me and by them, to be fair. Like it wasn't a thing where like I was never on call, and I didn't have any sort of bullshit scheduling happening very much. And if they did, like I had a certain amount of give as well. Like I was able to say no to things usually. I was able to get time off in places where they probably didn't want me to, but like I had bargaining power there a little bit, so it wasn't all bad by any means. But I did not know. I had no consistency really. Like some weeks I would be opening, some weeks I would be closing, some weeks I will be doing both. Some I'll be doing both on the same day. One thing I had last month was I worked from about mid of the day to close one day, and then open to close one day, and then open to close the next day, and then open to about midway the fourth day. So that happened. And it was tiring. I've also just realized there's no captions on this scene. I'm really pissed off myself for forgetting that. So I would please remind me to do that after the stream because I cannot fiddle with this right now. I'm in the middle of
Remind me of what? Just to make sure.
Yeah. I also in terms of my work unpredictability. There we go. That's that word. I almost went a full month without a day off. Like, don't get me wrong, there were days where, like, I only worked, like, 3 or 4 hours, but like, the gap between not working at all and working 3 to 4 hours, is much wider than working 3 to 4 hours to 8 hours. Does that make sense?
I wouldn't understand. Yeah.
Well, fuck you, unemployed ass.
One day I'll understand, hopefully. I kind of
Genuine,
been trying,
genuine
but
question, because I don't know. Are you even in college right now?
no.
Oh,
I
okay.
dropped out because I'm not taking out a loan to go to college.
Me too. That's why I didn't keep going either.
Yeah. I checked and I was
Did you
like,
get
I even.
did you at least get a degree?
What do you mean a degree?
Oh, fair enough.
Or if you mean like a high school or something, I have an equivalent at least.
Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah. But in any case, okay, actually, okay, like there is, okay, I'll put this in terms you understand. The gap between having no classes in one day and 2 classes a day is way more, like in terms of like the energy sap than the gap between
Oh,
2
okay.
classes and
I
4
instantly
classes a day.
understand.
Does
Yeah.
that make sense, right? Because you're already
yeah.
doing class at that point. You're just like, yeah, sure, why not? I'm already here. Like, there is a starting cost to anything. And then just each one, like it's like the first one, like let's say you have a meet of like 100 energy, right? Like it's fucking Fire Emblem Heroes. Specific reference. You can tell what I do in my spare time. Listen. I don't spend any money on it. Okay, don't at me. But it's like the first. The first 2 or 3 hours of having to do something take up like 50 energy. And then everything after that takes like 10 per equivalent thing. So yeah, I never had a full day off for over 3 weeks. Almost 4. And that's why March was also a little bit spotty, because that's when it was. So that's kind of the peek behind the curtains there, in terms of my scheduling, why it's been a little spotty, why I've been so freaking tired a lot of the time, and you can hear how freaking tired I've been. And then there's the other thing of, hang on. Someone added me in Discord. Who tagged me in Discord? Oh, someone basically telling me I remembered to... I reminded someone to grab their burrito from work, apparently. Which, cool. Happy to help.
So it's oddly specific, but that's funny.
Okay, I'll tell a story. What happened was, this was in the Burrow server, Rose. What happened was, people kept talking about Taco Bell, and made me want Taco Bell. And then today,
I instantly saw it.
And then today, I kept getting YouTube ads for fucking Taco Bell. And then more people just sort of said Taco Bell. So I went out and I got fucking Taco Bell. I'm finishing off a Baja Blast right now. Is what I'm doing. Is what I'm drinking right now on stream.
Fuck, I actually want Taco Bell now.
You're welcome. Also, by the way, they now have a thing called a dirty Baja Blast.
Oh, what?
And I asked about it. I didn't get it this time, but I asked about it. But basically, they add vanilla cream. And I'm intrigued. I wasn't intrigued enough to get it today, but I am intrigued nonetheless.
I'm intrigued about the taste, but also the fact they call it a dirty Baja Blast.
I have no idea either. Did you ever have... There is some... I have some grounds for being interested in this, though, because did you ever have the, they were doing, like, Nitro Pepsi a couple years ago? I don't think they still do it anymore.
I remember it. I always wanted to try it, but I always forgot about it.
I did like it better than normal Pepsi. Because basically all it was that they added the carbon. They did like the carbonization not with carbon but with nitrogen. That's what they did. And they also had, along with regular, they also had a vanilla flavor, which tasted exactly like a vanilla ice cream float. And it was really good. So I think there's a path there. I think there's a flavor path there for a vanilla-y Baja Blast. In any case,
maybe Yeah, maybe I'll try whenever I go over there.
What the hell's a gold
If
burger?
they, huh?
You said gold burger.
Oh, go over there. I meant.
Oh, excuse me. Oh god, I can. Drinking a carbonated drink on stream is a bad idea, but I'm doing it anyway. In any case, so I posted about that into Discord, and someone replied, "Seeing this reminded me of my burrito in the fridge at work. Thank you for the reminder. I need to recover it."
Yeah, I just saw it because I was like, oh, the burrow chair. I'll just look instantly. It was already there. I was like, okay.
You're welcome, Jama.
Oh, yeah.
I shouldn't just. Well, I mean, it's a public Discord server. It's probably fine, but in any case, yeah. Why did I start talking about this? In any case, where was I? Yes, okay. So that's where I've been on the life side of things. And to talk a little bit about like the actual stream side, I this has happened to me a lot in the last it started happening a lot in the past year or two, and I don't really know how to combat it yet. I'm struggling to find a solution to this, and it's like the best way I can describe it is what's decision paralysis. Like, okay, this is something I have had happen for a little while, because like I'm the kind of person, I'm already indecisive as hell in general. Like if you ask me where we want to go for dinner, expect fuck all support from me on that regard. I will not be picking a damn thing.
Oh yeah, That's me. That's
Yeah.
me.
Nope. No, I am zero help at all. Where do you want to go to dinner? I don't know. Where do you want to go to dinner? I don't know. Where do you want? No, where do you want to go? That was basically how 90% of all conversations with my former partner went. Oh, involving dinner, obviously, not in general. We had more conversations than that. Obviously, I'd hope, please. But I have this thing when it comes to like meaningless stuff for a little while, like where do I want to eat, or what do I want to cook, or what do I like where do I like when I used to do walks every day. Someone would be like, where do I want to walk? So that sort of thing. And now it's extended out to what I want to do for what I play and what I stream, because I have so much to play, and I have so much I want to play. That's the reason why I didn't why I said in my promo tweet because I kind of know what I want to do. I have sort of ideas of what I want to do, but again, relating to earlier, I don't know what to start. Right? Like, because again, there are things I want to do, but like, do I really want to start them right now? Like,
Yeah, I get that.
like, I just finished Ender Lily, somewhat unexpectedly, and I didn't really have much of a plan for what to do next. And I have a lot of options, but I don't know what to do, because I want them to be at least a little bit long, but also not take up 2 or 3 months, because Ender Lily's, like, and part of it was because we had so many delays, but like, I started that in December. I started Ender Lily's end of December. I only just finished it 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Yeah. And wow, I just cannot wait to get copyright struck for this on YouTube. This song's perfect for that. Any case, so I don't want something that'll go on that long, but I also don't want something that'll just be 2 streams and done with it. And also, like, because a lot of my solo playthroughs so far have been kind of grim. Like, we've done Ender Lilies, we've done Katana Zero, we've done Luigi's Mansion, which is, it's not like horror by any means, but it's definitely like a little bit on the, like, it's difficult to see half the time.
Yeah.
And we've done Shadow Generations, which was mostly like again, it's not a dark game, but like it's definitely more serious. I want something a little more lighthearted. Something a little brighter, little lighthearted, little casual, to just sort of like kind of laugh at and just do silly things in, and I don't know what that is really at the moment. I have some things, like here's something. I have Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition for Switch, and I got it because I fucking love that game. I had it on the. I probably put more than 100 hours in that game on the Wii U when I was like 14. I'm not. Do you know how much you have to fucking love a game to play 100 hours on a Wii U when you're 14 years old?
I wouldn't know. I only played on a Wii U for like 5 minutes,
Really, damn.
and it was like GameStop.
Oh, shame. You've never experienced the absolute joy that is 5-player Mario Chase.
And the best I could do is watch YouTube videos and wish that was me.
Yeah. Also hilarious. Also, I'm not even joking about this one. This is dead serious. Since we're on a bunch of tangents anyway, I'll go on one more. Genuine serious. Cause before I had Nintendo Land, I had played some Metroid games before. Like I had played a good chunk of Super Metroid. I hadn't finished it at that point, which is tragic for me. And I'm not even joking. The Metroid Prime, I think it was a Prime. Anyway, whatever. The Metroid sub-game in Nintendo Land is what made me want to get Metroid Prime. And Metroid Prime was my first, like, complete foray into the series. Like,
Really?
I have Nintendo Land to thank for nowadays being such a huge Metroid fan. Not even... Like, I'd already played a lot of Super and liked it a whole lot. But then, like, I fell in love with the entire series because I played Prime. And I only played Prime because I played Nintendo Land. True story.
Shout out to Nintendo Land.
Yeah, oh yeah. Nintendo Land's great. Nintendo Land, I cannot really think of any game that missed with Nintendo. Well, maybe the Zelda. The Zelda one could have been better, I think. But it was
Zelda.
But it was decently good. The Zelda one is like, you know how Ring Fit Adventure was? Did you see that at all?
I've seen bits of it.
It's kind of like it was kind of like that, but without the motion controls and exercise. Like it was kind of like you were going along. Well, it had motion controls, but like not super strenuous activity. Like you were going along like a set path, like through a level of some kind, and you're defeating enemies and like solving some quick puzzles on the way, stuff like that. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad either. Here's a question: can I name all 12 mini games off the top of my head from Nintendo Land? Can you encounter for me, Rose? I'm gonna try to do it. Can you like run a counter for me?
Wait, keep it countered.
Yeah, just like 'cause there's 12 mini games. And I want to make sure I don't repeat any. I think I remember all 12 of them.
I mean, I could try.
Yeah,
I won't know what they are, but I could try
I'm
to.
saying just keep just. I mean, I know they'll be right. I'm just saying keep a check for me, of how many I do and if I repeat any. Cause there was the Zelda one. I just mentioned that. There was Metroid 1, which was really, it had a really nice design for a lot of stuff. And also, and this is a hot take, but it's true. Had the best gunship design of the entire Metroid series, and I'm dead serious on that. The gunship design in Nintendo Land fucks. It's so good. There was a Animal Crossing one, which is pretty fun. I like the Animal Crossing one. I mentioned before, like it's that the one I don't know if you're watching for this, Rose, but the one like chick gathering mini game on Lunars was a bit similar to that one, which by the way you might be seeing some more Lunars soon. No promises, but you might. In case there's that one. Okay, Zelda, Metroid, Animal Crossing. Fuck, I'm already blanking. There was Luigi's Mansion. There was a Luigi's Mansion one, which was kind of like Pac-Man-y a little bit. Not really.
I remember watching people play that.
Yes, there was Mario Chase, which is Mario Chase with 5 players is some of the most fun you can have.
It looks so fun.
It is hysterically good. There's one more multiplayer one I can't think of right now. It might have been Pikmin. I can't remember. In any case, so I think I've counted 6 so far. Am I right on that?
Yes, you've counted 6 so far.
Okay.
Well, you're thinking it's Pikmin, so you have counted 6 so far.
Yeah.
There's 6
So now,
multiplayer.
because there were 6 multiplayer and 6 primary single player. The single player, I think I've done all the multiplayer ones. The single player ones were a F-Zero one, which that took some pretty intense practice. Balloon fights. Some kind of Game and Watch rhythm-y thing. Can't quite remember that one. What else? There was a Donkey Kong one that I played religiously because it was really fucking hard, and you could do some insane physics bullshit with that. There was a sort of like Ninja Gaiden-y. I don't think it was Ninja Gaiden, but it was some kind of ninja franchise where you had to like, again, like one of those like arcade machines where the screen moves around. You have to shoot stuff on the screen, like a House of the Dead is. You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah,
know.
oh, like that.
Yeah. Like a 3D shmup basically.
Okay, yeah, I remember those games.
And God, and there was also some kind of. Did I say the Game and Watchy one already?
Yeah, you already mentioned that.
What's the 12th one? Oh, I'm gonna be so mad. What is it? I'm trying to think of other Nintendo franchises that they would pull from, and I can't. Oh, fuck, this sucks. What's the last one? Shit, I'm gonna be mad at myself here. I've got 11. What's the 12th?
I looked up the answer.
Did I?
Wow.
Did I say balloon? Did I say balloon fight?
You've said for the solo ones, F-Zero,
Yes.
Balloon Fight,
Yes.
Game and Watch,
Yes.
Donkey Kong, and the Ninja one.
Yes, Ninja one.
So you're missing one.
I said F-Zero, right?
Yes, you said F-Zero.
What is the single player one I'm missing?
Also, I checked, and yeah, the multiplayer one was Pikmin.
Thank you. So I am missing a single player one right now, aren't I?
Yes. Let me see.
Fuck, I'm gonna be so. It's not
a solo one.
I know what it's not Kirby. Kirby was never one of the games on there. I know that for a fact. Splatoon. It wasn't
Kirby.
Splatoon either because Splatoon was just releasing at that point. So what Nintendo franchises could they have pulled from? God, I'm blanking so hard on this right now. It's nothing Mario, right?
It is technically connected with Mario.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, the Yoshi one!
Yep, it's the Yoshi one.
Yes, the Yoshi one. Oh my god, I cannot believe I blanked on that, because I did that one to completion, too.
Specifically, it was called Yoshi's Fruit Card.
Yeah, Yoshi's Fruit thing, because you had to get fruits and stuff. Like, you had to, like, draw a path in the stylus to get fruits and stuff within, like, a certain, like, travel limit. Bit more puzzly, yeah, I like that one. In any case, Nintendo Land was great, and I think is an excellent, it is absolutely a must-have in the Wii U library. The problem is that there's not much to begin with on the Wii U library.
Of course, have a Wii U.
I do plan to get one at some point when I have funds to.
Same, honestly.
I mean, I'll be real. I'm more likely to go and buy a Wii U than I am to get a Switch 2.
The Switch 2 prices are crazy. I saw they posted, I think it was GameStop that posted the prices. I'm like, oh, I almost fainted.
Yeah, because I'll go on this really quickly and move on.
Yeah.
Gaming for the last, I think, 10 to 15 years has been a hobby anyone could get into and enjoy. It started out as a luxury hobby. Now it's a hobby. Now it has been a hobby for a long time. Anyone could enjoy and also get into to an extent with the indie scene, and now it's going back to being a luxury, and that sucks. It sucks a lot.
It hurts me.
Cause like, here's the thing, right? 100 like $100 for a second pair of controllers is obscene. It's $95. Isn't it 95 for a pair of Joy-Con 2s?
It's 95 for Joy-Con 2 pair, and it's 85 for a Pro controller.
That's
That made me gag, honestly.
yeah. Like, it's at the point where now
That's even more.
You can't even have a Switch 2 for a household without it costing you like at least $600-700.
Yeah.
Because you have to get at least one more pair of Joy-Cons, probably a Pro controller or two, and then like some accessories with it. Like I imagine, like, cause like to use the game chat thing, which does look very interesting. You don't need a camera, but it is definitely more useful too if that's your thing. If you're with personal friends, stuff like that. But like, boy, oh boy. Also, the Joy-Con 2 rails cost $15. What the shit? It's literally some fucking plastic.
14, but like, still, what the fuck?
In any case, that's the one take you're gonna get out of me from the Switch 2 prices, and we're gonna move on from it because there are people who are much more smarter and much more experienced in the industry that you can listen to that are not me. Okay. So anyway, going back to the original point, is that like how the hell do you even get on Nintendo Land? In any case, I have so much stuff I want to do. Oh yeah, that's right. We're talking about Wii U games, and I was playing because I have Hyrule Warriors, and I really want to play Hyrule Warriors, honestly. But like, I put 100 hours into that when I was 14 years old on a Wii U. It's gonna be more now. It's gonna be more now. But although speaking of Rose, and you'll be happy to hear this, I got 3 hopes. I finally got 3 hopes. It's not gonna be a stream thing. That's a personal thing. Fire Emblem is very much a personal thing for me, with the exception of maybe Engage. I will stream, but I probably won't even do that. But like I'm gonna be doing that very soon. I'm very excited for that. With a friend of mine. I won't say who on the stream. But hang on, I'm gonna take a drink because my throat's getting sore. In any case, I want to do Hyrule Warriors DE, but like, that's gonna take a while. I sort of had the idea to do Katamari, but like, I also like the idea of having Katamari as like you know how Power Wash Sim is like my current like chill fallback.
Yeah.
Once that's over, I would like Katamari to be chill, at least one of my options for chill fallbacks, right? Because it's pretty chill.
I mean, yeah, it sounds very. What I've seen is a very chill game.
Oh yeah, it's very relaxing. I have like Vampire Survivors, which I really liked. I guess I could turn that into a sort of series, but like a half series, half chill sort of thing. I've been wanting to redo a Subnautica playthrough for ages now, but like again, that's gonna be a series and a half there. This is where it is. Like I don't know.
You don't know what kind of game like.
Yeah.
What you're looking for.
And I don't know how long I want to commit to things because I don't like doing the same thing over and over and over again for a very long time. With certain exceptions, obviously. Like there's stuff to do. And new stuff to be doing regularly, like there is in Yakuza, because there's like there's like 14 different games wrapped up into one package.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And then there are also things that I also have a couple of games that I specifically can't do until I have people like who also have them or are in person with me. Like I really want to do Kirby's Return to Dreamland. I bought Return to Dreamland DX because I've never actually played the first Return to Dreamland, aside for like maybe like the first 2 levels of it on a friend's Wii once. That was it.
I always wanted to play it.
Yeah. I do also need to play I don't have it, but I do need to play Forgotten Land at some point. Also in my list of things to start, I did get Final Fantasy X and X2, and I've never played a Final Fantasy game, and I've been told that short of having the original Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy X or X, whatever, is the good place to start with the Final Fantasy series. But right now, I am already doing one long RPG. I am not doing 2 long RPGs at the same time on stream. Hell no. That's a no. That's a no and a half on that part. And then the fallback, other fallback of having multiplayer stuff, like, I know Rose is basically available at any given time and day, more or less. But that's not a luxury I have for everyone. And also, I don't want to keep asking everyone to save my ass over and over and over again, this sort of stuff. Like, I've called in quite a couple of favors from JoJo to come in and help out on something, like, at near last minute. And I don't want to overexhaust him on that regard. This is where I'm at. Like, there are a lot of avenues. There are a lot of roads, but most of them are really, really, really long. Also, what is this paper I have on my desk? Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here. What the heck? What the fuck is this? Sorry, I just got sidetracked here because I folded a paper underneath my keyboard about...
What?
I do not recognize this in the slightest. There's been a folded up paper underneath my keyboard about some kind of local politician. I have no idea who this woman is. I have never seen this paper before in my life. How the fuck did it get here?
It was folded also?
Yes, like, it was folded, like, very neat, like, let's see here. Like, in 8s. Like, it was folded in half, and then in half again.
What the hell?
And just underneath my keyboard. And I only noticed, like, who? What? This is disturbing, honestly. I don't remember this paper at all. Sorry, you can see what happens to me. When I'm kind of delirious at my desk not focus on stuff. So yeah. That's more or less the end of my rant there, pretty much. Hell, as a matter of fact, Rose, why don't you make time for a second while I go and read off how many fucking Switch games alone I have that I have not started. Like, make time for like 30 seconds for me. Okay?
Wait, what? Okay, sure.
Just ramble about something for like 30 seconds because no one's in chat.
Oh, okay, that's... Okay. What did I ramble about? Oh yeah, shiny Pokemon, because I'm literally doing that right now, because I have no idea what the hell to do. Yeah, shiny hunting's a bitch. You either... you have to test your patience, and if you expect to get results, you're gonna most likely never get it. If you don't expect it, it's more likely to happen. It's weird. It's weird. I think it's just me. I think I've just been doing this for too long that I keep forgetting that no, it's just literal luck. I can't control it, but I don't know. Also, never take this up unless you just want to do it for funsies. Don't do what I do. It's a PSA or whatever. Don't do what I do unless you want to waste hours or do method hunting or something like. You okay?
Yeah, it's just, this is very fucking heavy. So I not only did I grab my Twitch games, I also grabbed my Wii games, which is significantly heavier.
Because there's a lot of discs.
Well, no, it's the fact that I have a full my drawer is full. That's the problem here.
Oh,
So I'm gonna. So y'all know how big, and this also has some my Wii and some games and stuff in it. So I'm
the
sorry the
Wii
Wii
has
because it's heavier. It's also in my lap right now. And I'm gonna go through the stuff that I've had the idea to do on stream and I haven't yet. I'm gonna keep a couple of these secret because what some of them are actually for ideas for things I want to do. I want to keep under wraps for now. But for example, like recently I got WarioWare Smooth Moves, and I want to do that. But also that requires some like having some motion visible like to the
big.
by us, like for people playing it, and not only am I not comfortable with that myself right now, I also would want to get other people here for that. So that's something I can't do unless I have people for it. Then running through, let's see here. I have Mario Party 8, which again is an in-person thing, and I want to do that in person at some point. Mario Super Sluggers, which I never played. And then I have.
Oh, that's such a banger.
I've been told it was. And then I have, and I'm not joking here, every single Sonic game you can physically get for the Wii. I have all 3 Mario and Sonics. I have Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. I have Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. I have Sega Superstars Tennis, which is a thing that exists somehow.
What?
I have Sonic Unleashed. I have Sonic Colors. I have Secret Rings, and I have Black Knight. All in their cases too. That is everything you can get for
But we had more Sonic games than I expected.
Yeah, and it has more Sonic games than that. The problem is that everything else that every other Sonic game that was on the Wii was digital only. Like Sonic the like Sonic 4 was digital only. Then I have Other M, which, as I said before, I really want to see if I can convince McTroy to join me on for that. I have. Okay, I do actually have something I want to do on stream. That is actually an idea for my next thing I want to do. Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep that quiet for now. Because actually, looking at this, I might have had an idea. I have 3 Harvest Moon games, and here's the really tragic thing: I want to do Harvest Moon, but I cannot. I cannot stream Harvest Moon because and you may were you ever around, Rose, at the start of some of my Luigi's Mansion streams where the audio was turbo fucked?
I don't think so.
Yeah, the audio for every Harvest Moon game. I haven't tried Trio Tranquility yet, so maybe that'll be exception. But the audio.
Oh
for every...
wait, didn't you like talk to me about this before?
I probably did at some point, but because
Yeah,
the audio for every Harvest Moon game is fucked. Completely fucked. On trying to stream it. Normally, when you're playing, it's totally fine. But the problem, as best I can gather, is that because the display is interlaced, the display thing is interlaced, and it's going off the old 480i interlace, not 480p, which I think is polarity. I forget exactly why, but basically, because it's running off of an old audio encoder, my capture card cannot handle it, and it sounds super buggy. And for some reason, that no matter what I set the console settings to, that is the default for every Harvest Moon game on Wii, so I just can't do them, which sucks a little bit.
Yeah, I think you if I recall, you asked me to listen in and see how it is, and yeah, we found out it was very buggy, and then
yeah.
I think you researched it.
Yeah. I also have, and then a lot of these are stuff that, again, require, having a camera for motion control, and I'm not going to cover that for a while, and I won't be comfortable for it without people, which is, Wii Fit and Wii Fit Plus, which I do really want to do at some point. That'd be funny as hell. Wii Party, and then also I have a Monkey Ball game that is that uses the Wii Balance board. I had it as a kid. It's actually really good. And then for GameCube, I have let's see here. I have Mario Sunshine, which will be a series first of all, and secondly, will maybe a series I like a guest playthrough I do with Bash at some point. We talked a little bit about it. I have Melee, which again, that is absolutely a thing where I get Bash for that. Like, I do not do that without Bash around. Absolutely not. And I also recently got Sonic Heroes, which, like, I want to do some Sonic games. I wanted, because I have not played Unleashed, and I've not played Heroes, but, like, I did do, V bonked me. I've been bonked by V, oh my god. Someone bonked me. Harvest Moon mention! Did you get summoned when I was talking about Harvest Moon? I should do, actually, I will talk with you about this, V, later on, V. I would be interested in doing Rune Factory 5. I'm not sure if you'd be as well, or if you want that to be a private thing. I'm not quite sure on that regard. We do need, oh, actually, now that I mention this, we do need, I need to talk with Crimson, actually, about that Terraria thing we mentioned. I felt Harvest Moon in the wind and I came immediately. First of all, phrasing. And secondly... oh god. But, yeah, actually, I should talk with Mocha about that Terraria thing we mentioned before. That is a really... that would be really fun to do. Sort of like a... like a Minecraft thing, but not Minecraft, I guess. Sort of like an ongoing build where two people know what they're doing and I have no clue what I'm doing. Sort of deal. Yeah, let's give a Rune Factory later on, V, if that's something you'd be interested in doing at some point. But yeah, also V knows for a fact, because we tried this. We actually did try this because I was playing Animal Parade with V, and then because we're again, I'm not gonna divulge too much here, because not just for my privacy but hers as well. We used to live close to each other, and now we don't. I'm way far away, and so we tried to continue doing Harvest Moon, and it just completely broke, and that's when we found out that the audio for Harvest Moon is completely borked. And it was tragic. We had to move on, then figure out something else to do at that point in time. Also, this music is not the vibe. But it's almost over, so I don't care. Sorry, I hope that wasn't too much for you. If it was, I do apologize, and please tell me. Yeah, at least we Harvest Moon. Did we test Tree of Tranquility to see if it was also fucked? I can't remember. I feel like we might have done when I bought it a couple months ago, but I don't remember the time at this moment in time. Any case, so that is all the stuff I have for Wii. We did, okay, yeah. That is all the stuff I have for Wii, which, by the way, I'm not including about at least 25% of my library. So you can imagine why this drawer is fucking heavy. And I'm gonna have to lift it again now. Oh, fuck me. Oh, God. Drop that, and we're now onto my Switch stuff here. Again, this is where I'm talking about kind of decision paralysis. So, let's see here. Wonder I'm doing privately. That's a private thing. One thing I have learned, by the way, it helps me... for if there's anyone out here who is either streaming or interested in doing so, what have you, while I am not a pro by any means, I can give you one bit of advice. And that one bit of advice is to try to at least have an equal time between the games and stuff you do on stream versus what you do off stream, and like reserve some stuff to enjoy in your own personal time. Because right now that thing for me is Mario Wonder, and I'm enjoying it a lot. And I wasn't. If I was streaming Mario Wonder, I honestly would probably be enjoying it a little less than I am right now. I'll leave it at that. Also,
I need to play that.
I also have to dig through all the amiibos I've bought because I bought a lot of amiibos. I have Wolf Link and I have Twilight Princess regular Link as well. Let's see here. I mentioned Final Fantasy and Hyrule Warriors earlier. What else do I have in here that I haven't done yet? Avicii and Vector, but I don't know if I get if I get copyright hit for Avicii and Vector. I'll be honest. I do have Primary Mastered. I've considered dabbling. I've considered doing Primary Mastered because I've actually not played Primary Mastered yet. But I am saving Luigi's Mansion 3 for this October. Matter of fact, Luigi's Mansion 3 is on the dock, and I'm saving it for this year's October playthrough. So I have that. What else is in here? Not much more, to be entirely honest. No, just Katamari and Engage. And Katamari I might do as a separate thing. I might not. Yeah, but then also, do you have Banui games? Do I have any games with bunnies in them?
The question's brought up as soon as I passed a post that had a Banui on it.
What prompted this question, by the way, V? That's a fact. I played Splatoon due to streaming so much. I assume supernova into a year plus burnout. I'm only just not getting asked to Easter weekend. Oh, I see. That's good. Yeah. I'll just have Flygon just put on stream all of the bunny suit Majima and Kazuya art that he's reposted over the past 4 weeks. When we do Yakuza, that'll be it. Seriously, I have seen so much of Kiryu and Majima in bunny suits over the past 4. You know what? You're right. I do have Mario Rabbids, and I've not. That's actually one of my. I do have Mario Rabbids. I don't know if Rabbids count as Easter, but it's close enough, I suppose. I could do that. That would be fun. That would be quite fun. I should do that. Yeah, because a lot of my Switch backlog is actually digital. Because I used to be a lot digital, and now I'm moving back to physical for that sort of thing.
I need to move back to physical.
Yeah, because Rabbids has been on the list for a while. I have Bastion and Transistor, which are made by the same people who did Hades, I think. Let's see. I knocked off Katana Zero, thankfully. I think what else do I have on my Switch holds? In my digital, Warp Shift, Phobia, a couple other stuff like that. So some indie games I bought. I will say this is not a stream thing. I will say there are a couple of others Switch games that we do need to progress on at some point, V, because we have abandoned some of our Switch games. They have just been like in a corner crying for about 5 months. I think some of them.
Not ask me about my Switch games.
Oh God.
Mine's worse.
It's sometime. God. In any case, yeah. And then don't even get me started on my PS4 backlog. I have been busy, No, it's okay. I have been busy too. You know how busy I've been, with what I've been doing. Is there anything else of note in here now? I don't think so. Although, what's this? Oh, it's Pearl. Yeah, I forgot I had the Pearlina emojis. Emojis. My Switch game backlog only grows dustier by the day. Yeah, also, I will say, the reason why I did Ender Lilies was because that had been in my backlog on my PS Plus for years. And I only finally got around to it. That's why that's the main reason why I did it when I did, because I want to clear off a little bit. And the other thing is that, also, there are a lot of games I want to do that I've actually already started, and I would have to restart to do it on stream, but I also don't want to stream. Like, I haven't finished God of War Ragnarok yet, somehow. Well, I know somehow is because I didn't have access to a PS4 for about a year and a half. but I still haven't got back to it yet, or that or Hollow Knight either. And those are things to do in my own time. I highly enjoy doing those in my own time. I do not want to make a series out of that. Sorry, I was just moving my thing back. But yeah, it's kind of like where my backlog is at this point in time. Like, a lot of stuff either I want to do but not start, or a couple of things that, like, I can't do without a very specific setup or specific people. I don't have those yet. But however, I will say, looking through my list and talking about it through on stream on my Wii games, I do have at least one Wii game I would probably like to do sometime soon. I might make that my next playthrough, because it fits the bill of being lighthearted, of being colorful, of being a thing I'm interested in, and also not being terribly long, I don't think. I'll mention it afterwards. The Blob? I've never played The Blob, so no. I do not own it either. I will say I did, see, you're going to, this is a threat. I love how you put the /J in there, as if that makes it, as if I know that you're not, like, you think you can pretend that you're not joking, but you're joking, but I know you're not actually joking. I know you will make me do it at some point. Yeah. The irony is that the J is actually this J part. Oh, God. Yeah, at this point, I probably should have actually put the chat window up on the stream now. I do apologize. Let me throw it up now. Even though I'm sorry, it's going to look awful because there's going to be a massive frickin' blank space up here, and I don't know what to fill this space here with. If anyone has any ideas, please tell me. Because I don't. Let's do that there, though. So, maybe, like, something up there. Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 because jelly beans? Do I have Puyo Puyo Tetris 2? Also, you've just triggered, I think that is, I think Puyo Puyo Tetris is Rose's, like, call to the wind.
What am I typing? I'm in the fucking voice. Yes, it is.
I was wondering why you were silent.
God, I forgot.
Rose locking in. Oh, God.
This Magnemite is kicking my ass.
Real quick, my room is getting very hot, and I am in a sweater right now. I'm gonna take my sweater. Just a second. So now, anything that Rose says, I can't hear. So Rose, please don't say anything.
Why did the Blob cost like $30? I'd buy it if I could. I'm not made out of money. How long have I been doing this hunt? Where did I leave off? Or Magnemite?
Yeah, you're at like 400 shiny, something like that now, right?
209. Did I update that today? Let me see.
I think you updated at some point. I can't remember.
I updated at some point, but I got 2 extra. Let's see. Lie to me. 414. Okay. Let me update that then.
That's like a third, right?
That's around the third. According to this, I'm 37% done.
Bloody hell! How long? This has been like this has been 2 years now, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 years in October.
Honestly, the fact that you've
So
got
the fact
that you got a third in under a year in a year and a half is incredible to me.
Well, I think it's because I go about this. I play on games that make it very easy. Like, it makes it easier to run into them, but because of that, I'm running out of games to like easily do that with. So I'd have to rely on like older like methods or like older games.
Yeah, I do also imagine that that it's gonna get harder from here on out because A, you're gonna have to actually properly grind more for a couple of these,
Oh, definitely.
and B, because you're like you said, you're basically getting the easy ones right now, right? More or less.
Yes. And
And the other thing is
I
that,
will have,
sorry, go ahead.
I will have to tackle. I'm saving the hard ones for like later because this will mean I have to play generation like the Game Boy Advance and DS games, and they are brutal, especially for Deoxys, because I that's the only way I could get Deoxys is um Generation 3.
Part of me thinks Rose multi-boxes with different consoles from the games. I don't know what that even means. Bro sadly only has 2 arms and is mortal.
Multi-box.
Hilariously, I'm not even joking here. I did briefly consider, because one of the games I have on PlayStation that I haven't played yet is Mortal Kombat X, and I was genuinely thinking about doing the story mode for that on stream.
I've watched the story mode. It's pretty interesting.
I've played the story mode for MK9 and I liked it. I've not played much of MKX. But the problem is that, again, I've been doing a lot of streams lately that like get adult locked. like they all get like, because Yakuza 0 and Katana 0 and Karma and a couple other stuff have all been rated mature, so I get the adult tag for a lot of this stuff, which I'm not saying isn't fair, but like, oof. Multi-box in MMO terms is when you run 2 accounts on the same computer at the same time. It's basically playing a Nintendo DS and a Switch at the same time. I hate this. I hate that idea so much.
You know what's funny? I do that.
Oh god. I'm not fixing that typo. Enjoy it in the VOD. How could you? You can't fix a typo in Switch chat to begin with. There's no fixing in type. You can like do a correction, but like you can't edit Twitch chat. So it's already like, it's already set. Like we can't fix this. You've broken my stream, JoJo, and now we must suffer the consequences. Also, I have peanut M&Ms right now, and I'm quite enjoying them. The rules of the mortal world do not apply to me. I mean, of everyone I've ever known in my life, you're probably the person that phrase most applies to. If I had more DSisms or Switches, I'll be running hunting on multiple games. I think I mentioned before on stream, I have a quote-unquote friend of mine, we'll leave it at that, who has, I'm not joking here, he has 13, I think maybe 8, I think actually maybe 16 3DSs in box that he refuses to sell for like another 2 decades. And I fucking hate
Batteries
it
are gonna be screwed.
I absolutely hate him for it. Because sure, the price may go up. Will the demand? Fuck no, first of all. Probably. Because at that point, 3DS emulation will be much easier than it already is. And I'm endorsing it, just saying it will be. And secondly, just fuck you a little bit in principle. I hate people like that. Genuinely, like, you could be giving, there could be 20 more people enjoying the 3DS library right now, and you're saying, fuck you, I'm gonna wait until you can give me $100 more for them. Piss off. Get out of here.
I'd much rather just buy it off of like somewhere else that's selling it instead of like dealing with that. Even if it's not boxed, I just buy something like that.
Also, no one except fucking idiots care about old games and old stuff in box anymore. Because you know what people do with game consoles? They fucking use them!
Yeah.
Trust me.
Also, it's just like, also the batteries. That's what I'm worried about.
Oh yeah. Oh god. Oh god. Oh yeah.
If they're not being used, you're gonna have to replace
Oh
them.
yeah. Because they're lithium ion, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. A decade of not being used is gonna fuck that up.
At least with my old new 3DS, I used it at least once a few months. Imagine that in the decades.
Yeah. Trust me, Cam, I'm close to perfection. The consumption of the Flintstone gummy gives me legendary powers. I've yet to see that improvement in person. Like knowing Obama's last name, what to do when people sing you happy birthday, and fighting Mew under the truck in Ruby Sapphire.
It's funny that you say Ruby and Sapphire when literally that was for Kanto, not Hoenn.
I was gonna
That
say,
that'd be like,
wasn't the Mew under the truck in red and blue?
yes. Which is funny.
I know nothing about Pokemon, and even I know that theory. Or the one where, like, if you could, like, get behind, like, the building of some kind, that you could catch every Pokemon ever. I have no fucking clue. You know what I'm talking about?
The gummy alters reality. If only.
The gummy alters
I'd be
reality.
shiny hunting it if it altered
So,
reality.
hang on, what you're saying is that there's an infinite supply of reality stones, and you're eating them.
I would believe it, honestly.
Yeah, same here. I've never seen Thor: The Dark World. I don't know if I should or not. I've seen plenty of other not great movies. I saw Morbius, for fuck's sake.
I also saw Morbius for like a moment, and like I dipped because it's like.
Oh, I saw the full thing. I was conscious for the full
I
thing.
did because someone was we're doing like a watch party of it, and I was like, oh, I have to go. I watched like most of it, and everyone was quiet, like like absorbing it, but we were just typing like, what is going on?
Also, JoJo, who wins in a fight, Fred Flintstone or Bugs Bunny? Here, that's a real question for you. Ponder on that for a little bit.
It was
Oh, Bugs Bunny 1000%. Yeah, fair enough. Here's the real question: Mario and Luigi from the RPGs versus Bugs Bunny. I feel like that one is somewhat of a debate, ever so slightly. Here I am just giving death. Here I am just giving death battle free ideas. Oh my god. Bugs Bunny's a god of destruction and Flintstone is a boomer. Damn. Wait. I'm still in Bugs Bunny to be honest, but it's a closer fight. Like you can see a path for Mario and Luigi to win that one. Yeah, you expect it. Exactly. What the hell is this other thing? Right now I'm at the point where I just look at shit at my desk. And the timestamp of 164 is when it said JoJo KM. When what said?
Morbin time.
Oh, I missed that chat entirely. I was gonna what does Morbin say? It's Morbin time. Genuinely, I am dead serious here. There is a line in Morbius. I'm not making this up. That is, and I quote, you should go now. I'm getting hungry, and you won't like me when I'm hungry. Just
that sounds familiar. I probably saw that scene.
It was it was painful. It was actually painful to listen to that and to keep going. Bugs Bunny, what's up, Doc? Mario flings pills violently.
That caught you, huh?
Okay, that was good. Golf claps, that one. Golf claps. That was really good. Well done. Cheers. My brain currently is a train, and this train is currently just at a dead standstill at the station right now. Like it ain't moving. It's just stuck. No, it's not even at the station. It's like ran out of diesel, like part way across the rail. It just grinded to a halt in the middle, and now we all have to we all have to walk to the station to actually find something worthwhile to do.
I'd hate that.
Minecraft movie live action from Cam when? Fucking never. First of all, it looks awful. Secondly, just no in general. Thirdly, probably something. Thirdly, I can't think of it right now. But no, I'm not. No, I refuse to. That is absolutely not a thing. I will waste my time on. I don't get that joke. Also, actually, point the third. I have heard some absolute horror stories about people are behaving in those theaters, and I want no part of it. None. Zero. Zilch.
It's actually crazy what I've heard.
It is, like, wow. I'm not gonna repeat the stories here that I've heard because like it is at that point it is hearsay. I don't like to engage with that. But like, Jesus fucking Christ, some people. It is disturbing. It really is disturbing how some people think is acceptable behavior in public in general, and especially in like a sort of a thing like in a movie theater of all places too. It's absolutely crazy. I don't actually. I actually don't like going to movie theaters. I prefer watching movies at home. I don't like the movie theater really.
I would only go to the movies if I'm with someone and I'm getting popcorn. That's it. Otherwise, I'm watching at home. There's no reason for me to go.
Well, here's the thing. You can make popcorn at home. It's basically as good, and it doesn't cost you $9 fucking for a small thing.
Yeah, but usually I'm not the one paying, so.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, like the only two movies I've been to on my own in the past like 6 years, and I only did these on my own because like I was recommended or I was interested in them, was the Barbie movie and Sonic 3. Also, hey Rose, do me a favor.
What?
How long has JoJo been in here and I didn't notice?
He's been here for a minute.
I'm 16.
Genuinely, how long have you been in the room, JoJo, and I didn't see you?
About a minute. Damn it, I was hoping you'd keep talking because I was about to put on change my name to Does She Know?
What does that mean?
It's a meme.
It's just referring to a meme, yeah.
Gotcha.
But
hi JoJo. Welcome to
Hello.
us.
My phone died and I got sick of typing.
Chatting shit. So, okay, genuine question. How are you here?
What do you mean, how am I here?
'Cause I thought you said you had a thing to do.
No, I just said I wasn't going to be available tonight.
But you are.
Yeah.
What the heck?
What happened?
I don't know. I thought I had something. I thought I was supposed to do something tonight, but I guess not. So I was like, all right.
Oh, you're here now, I guess. Sneaky
yeah,
Kermit.
I guess I'm here now. Literally sneaky Kermit indeed.
JoJo, how much Metal Gear Solid have you played?
Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah, or Metal Gear at all. Can you do like some kind of like quote from like Snake or something in Kermit's voice?
Yes, actually I can.
I swear to God, if it's the fucking meme one, I'm kicking you out of here immediately.
Should I just leave then?
Were you actually going to do the meme one?
Yes, because that is I live by that.
Oh, fine. Just do it.
Okay. Well, actually, I'm trying to think of it if I actually know any, because I've never really played the games.
Neither have I actually. Actually, here's the thing. I might have said this on stream. I forget. I've played the demo of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake. What's
on the 3DS?
On the 3DS, and it looks better than the current than the remake of it does at the moment in time. Snake Eater, that's what it was.
Yeah, Snake Eater.
Yeah,
I played the full game. It was so fun.
I'll play Metal Gear at some point.
Yeah, I've never
It's
played
also
the
just fun
game.
finding Mario and Yoshi and shooting them and just hear a 1-up. That's funny.
Yeah, I've never played the game, but I know the memes. Like, just and when I say the memes, I mean like the lines that they say in the game, like snake, snake, snake.
Okay,
Like, I
do
just sit
that
there, like,
as Kermit then.
snake, snake, snake.
I'll be honest, that does not sound like Kermit.
That's because Kermit doesn't scream.
That's your first whiff I've heard on the Kermit voice.
Hey. Well, it's kind of hard to scream when you're Kermit the Frog, but it's a mood. It's a mood.
Has Kermit ever screamed, actually?
Not really scream, but like kind of like more like yate, I guess.
Like raised voice, but not scream.
I've never really heard it unless it was a person doing a rendition of it.
Gotcha.
But whenever I would do Kermit stuff and I needed to scream, I would just do mostly stuff like it honestly kind of added to the comedic effect if I kind of like straight out of the Kermit voice for a second. Kind of like I don't know, something about just like shifting tone for a second and then going back to it. It brings me joy. Like it kind of it's fun.
Someday we'll find it, the Metal Gear connection. If that's a joke, I don't get it.
I get it. I don't get it. That's literally the story of my life, by the way. That meme with the cat where he's like, I get it. I don't get it.
Oh, actually, hang on. I have one you can do in Kermit the Frog's voice. You should say, Rainbow Connection? Yeah, I'm missing that joke entirely. I don't know. I'm just looking at what Rainbow Connection is, and while I do that, can you do in Kermit the Frog's voice, Nanomachine, son?
Oh, what is that?
Nanomachine's son.
Nanomachine Sun. Also, if you're referencing Rainbow Connection, like the actual song itself, I can sing that, but I'm not trying to get Cam like destroyed by Disney.
Yeah, I have. Wait, are the Kermits are the Muppets owned by Disney?
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Crazy.
They were bought by Disney during Jim Henson's time. Well, Jim Henson, I think, after Jim Henson's time, sorry. They were acquired in 2004.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
In any case, can you do Nanomachine Son and Kermit the Frog?
I think
I have to look up what that is first, but
Nanomachine's son. That's literally all it is.
oh, what are you talking about? Oh, are you talking
Senator
about
Armstrong,
the
yeah.
senator? Yeah,
The senator
honestly,
from Revengeance, which, by the way, I will say
I have to learn
Revengeance
that.
is on my list to do because I think it looks really funny. But in any case, can you do that?
I'd have to learn it, but I'll probably hold on. Let me listen to it first.
Looking at other good Metal Gear Solid quotes.
damn, that is not solid.
Oh yeah, that one is too. That one. And I was waiting in anticipation for JoJo to take his training and apply it in under 30 seconds. He's muted himself, so he's practicing something.
All eyes are on JoJo for this one, I see.
Yes.
Luckily, I don't voice act, so I don't have that pressure.
Me too. Woohoo!
I almost knocked that out. I'm just gonna cry. None of this damn Magnemite shine.
If I unmuted while practicing this, let me know so that way I can uninstall Discord and
So hang on, I'm gonna see if I can. Right? Ah, damn! I can't. I'm so mad. I was gonna see if I could somehow unmute JoJo without him knowing. I can't do that.
No, he's not server muted, so you
Be
can't
assured
do
that I'm not eyeballing the mute button like religiously as I'm staring at it to make sure it never unmutes, even in my own hand. Like this is a full parties agreement, like between my brain, my hand, and whatever spirit like lives within me that causes me to be chaotic.
Also, hey Null, how you doing? We're still just kind of like talking shit because honestly, I'm amazed that I've somehow managed to fill in like basically an hour and a half of talking. I think this is going reasonably well so far.
Well, it's because it literally just became like just yap. There's nothing like what I haven't even. I've kind of forgot I was supposed to try and think of anything. I've been trying nothing.
I don't make me start a fucking podcast. We don't need any more.
Start a podcast. Yes, let's do it. No,
What would we even talk about? What would even be the theme of the podcast?
We don't need a podcast. Whenever we yap in like the beginning, that's our podcast.
You just asked who would win a fight, Fred Flintstone or Bugs Bunny, to which that was the world's easiest answer, to be honest.
Fair. Well, no, the easiest answer in cartoon matchups, would be, Bugs Bunny, versus Dora the Explorer.
I don't know, man. Dora, she just survives, dude. She survives. She explores, but was she exploring the forest? She exploring hell? I don't know. I don't know what she does on her weekends, dude.
Doing pretty good. Still no ideas stream specifics. For today, I don't even know what to pivot to now for today, to be honest. Otherwise, I've got one idea for what I want to do for my next playthrough at least, and I might be doing that on Tuesday. I also remember a couple of stuff we talked about before that I want to do as well, like the Terraria thing and some other stuff as well. Bugs Bunny could carry the one tree in the mortar without any issue. See, here's the problem though. Like, I don't like it would definitely like make some shit very weird. Also, by the way, I will say, since both Null and V and JoJo is all here, I'm gonna mention to y'all real quick. Lunars is doing another beta run in about 2 or 3 weeks time from now. And I don't want to make a full week out of it this time, but like 1 or 2, you know. See what they've modified, see what they've added, stuff like that. Why is JoJo screaming?
Because that's exciting. I want to play again.
Oh, wait, really?
Yes, I love Lunars.
Cool, yeah.
It was fun.
Yes, it was very
a good
fun.
Game, and I love when the developer was watching me as I tried breaking the game in real time.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Hopefully they'll now let me do my big baller move of reversing into the teleporter now, please. In any case, going, I actually have to scroll back up in the chat. Also, why do I still have Ringo Starr's Wikipedia page up? What the fuck?
Because nobody knows what Ringo Starr does.
Yeah, exactly. In any case, going back to the chat, I will say, I will say, if I was going to do a podcast, Dragoncast is a really good name for it. I will pocket that idea. The best beetle. I was gonna say the best beetle is like a kind of beetle, but I didn't realize I don't know any kind of actual beetles. So I'll just say beetle from Legend of Zelda, even though I actually don't like beetle from Legend of Zelda.
Wait, wasn't there a meme about Ringo where like, wasn't there like a meme about Ringo where it's like somebody asked like, is Ringo the best drummer in the world? And then somebody said Ringo's not even, or one of the Beatles was like, Ringo's not even the best drummer in the Beatles.
I do remember that, yeah. I'm sorry. Why did you have the wiki page open in the first place? I don't know. I have no memory of why the fuck it must have been something to do with our last stream.
I do remember, yes, because it was
something on Superstars. What was it?
Yeah, we were talking about the Beatles. I told you, at least I can tell you that I remember that I like have no knowledge of the Beatles. We knew that we were talking about, I think we were talking about connections between Ringo, like, I don't know, I swear I remember something about Ringo's like son or something that caught my eye at least.
Well, yeah, Ringo's son is like a famous drummer for like Nine Inch Nails or something like that. I can't remember. Real question: why is
Ooh,
Beetle
oh,
always
cool.
reincarnated with Link Zelda again? He wasn't part of the original curse. That's true. Secret part of the Triforce capitalism. That's the center black bit. Like that's the force triangle in the center. That's just invisible and is a curse.
By the way, I'll do the nanomachines thing, but you have to lead me in with it.
I don't know the dialogue up to that point, so I need to look it up. I don't need to look it up myself. Hang
You
on.
made me learn. It's time for you to learn.
Okay, I'm not even doing I'm not even doing an impression of it, just so you know. I'm just gonna look at the dialogue
You
and
don't have
read
to
it
do an
off.
impression. I honestly, I'm just being particular because I've been having to do a lot of voice work lately. So now I like when people lead me in with things. It makes me feel professional.
The secret triangle goes to the center. Damn, can't be do the joke. Yes, I did. Hang on. I'm looking it over now. Hang on. The clip.
The heck, both Puyo Puyo games are on sale again. Satisfactory. Oh my god.
How much is it on sale for?
The first one's for $5 and the second one's for $8.
$8 for Puyo Puyo 2?
Satisfactory.
Okay, wait, is that for Steam or Switch or?
Okay. I found the dialogue. I am not gonna be. I will try to do it if you want me to.
Well, you don't have to do the dialogue. Honestly, it's just the line. I think it's just the line that I don't know what that character's name is. So I
Raiden?
think just what?
Raiden.
Oh,
Raiden.
fuck you.
Just
No, that's how they say it. Raiden.
I don't
Metal
give a
Gear
shit. I'm
2 or
saying
something?
Raiden. Anyway,
Also, yeah, only for
anyway,
Switch.
are you ready for it, JoJo?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. And
Well,
everyone
let's say the
listening,
two
let's
words,
be clear here. You're not judging me. You're judging JoJo on this one. I have no voice acting skills with a damn. So. Why won't you die?
Nanomachine, son.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's good. With like 2 minutes of practice, that's really good. Yes, I like that a lot.
Yeah, that was literally just me muting and be like, nanomachine, son. Nanomachine, son. Nanomachine, son. like literally just sitting there like trying every angle. It's like, all right, tried and true classic. It's got to work.
Also, going back up in chat, video game reviews podcast, very much not for me. I am not a game reviewer by any definition. I would hate that. That is definitely not the thing for me. I was not expecting that, and now I can't stop imagining buffs that occurred. Yeah, see, you missed out on the earlier context of Kermit and Metal Gear Solid being introduced in the same breath, and somehow we worked it together.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
If you want context, watch the VOD. Also, we are now on the countryside of Pretzel, which I didn't even know existed, but it does. My usual go-to is the Taken... Okay, now I have to hear this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's my usual go-to. And this one I don't really have to practice too much because I kind of do it a lot.
Kermit, you're solid. Anyway, go on, JoJo.
All right, hold on. Let me just make sure. Okay, here we go. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you were looking for a ransom, I can tell you I don't have money. But I do have a very particular set of skills. Skills that I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. Are you letting Miss Piggy go now? That'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
JoJo, why are you typing in the chat while you're in the voice call? Because that's just JoJo. Chat, you can play Puyo Puyo Tetris for $3.99 and Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 for $7.99 on Switch. Until April 27th.
27th? Oh wow. Look at that.
Yippee! That reminds me of the SA2 Hero fan dub of let's watch Splatoon 2 Let's Plays by Eggman.
Remember that?
Yeah, that was a good one. Yes. Judges doesn't give a fuck about what you save. Absolutely. Although the only thing is that JoJo, the only thing is that JoJo probably wouldn't want you to save that clip because he probably would want to record and give you a much better quality one.
No, you can do whatever you want. Sure. Look, anytime I'm on your stream cam, I am fully aware and I fully consent to the idea that I will be clipped in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, absolutely.
And rather than fighting it, I just accept it. Like I just accept it.
You are literally the most clippable person I know.
Yes, I'm used to it. This ain't my first rodeo. It is trembling as I walk in my second ever rodeo.
Yeah, so the only objection I can think to JoJo, for JoJo clipping that, the only objection of JoJo I can think to you clipping that is the fact that JoJo might want to like actually do a proper recording and give you a high quality one instead of an overcompressed Discord one.
I'll do both. Look, if you wanted it as a stream redeem, then I'll record it for you, no problem. But like, you can always clip me anytime you want. Like, if you need a reaction, like that's literally me. That's what I do.
It will be on mine once I can actually do redeems.
Oh, of course. Yeah, you just let me know whatever you need me to say, do.
Again, we've talked about this before. Like making you do a on the spot current impression of whatever something types in is going to be a stream redeem at some point.
Oh yeah.
We've talked about this and we said that's a really funny idea.
Yes, I agree with it. It's a good idea.
Forget, did you get gems or mega collection? I have mega collection. Sadly I thought I was going to get gems recently and I did not. It didn't pull through.
You're very welcome, no?
But I'm still on the lookout for gems. I do have mega collection though. That's not a bad idea actually. That either doing like seeing if I can run through Classic Sonic at some point because I probably can't. I'm not good at Classic Sonic. Mean Bean Machine.
I love Mean Bean Machine though.
Is Mean Bean Machine on Mega Collection?
Yes, the Sonic Mega Collection. Yes, it is.
Do I have to unlock it or is it immediately available?
No, it should be available. Well, actually, I don't know. Oh shit, it's been years since I played Sonic Mega.
Yeah,
Collection.
because I have not played any of Mega Collection yet, so I don't know.
Well, you know what? When I was a kid, I was kind of stupid as a kid, and I still somehow got it. So you should be. It's got to be in the beginning.
See, here's the thing. I want to contest that the I was stupid as a kid part, but I really can't.
No, I really was. Like, if you think I mean, look, there's one thing. There's like, if I can tell you one thing is that, yeah, I like to play the dummy as kind of a bit of the bit. But as a kid, I was literally dumb somehow. Like, I remember, I think I have a picture of my life cereal on fire for some reason.
Of your what on fire?
My life cereal on fire because I wanted to try flambeing it.
And you have a picture of this?
Yes.
Please find this.
Oh, of course.
And are you okay with us showing this on stream? Because that might be the funniest fucking thing I can ever think to put on this.
Oh yeah, I mean, to be fair, it was really dumb, but at the same time, it was really smart because I put the caption "My life's on fire."
Okay, here's a follow-up question: What is
Yes.
the dumbest thing you tried eating as a kid? Because every stupid kid has some I tried to eat this and didn't go well story. Mine was dry cat food.
Dry cat food. I respect that. I respect that.
Quarters. No.
Well, actually, to be fair, I was gonna say dimes because I did, eat dimes, but that
quarters is stupider though. They're bigger.
No, but that's the thing though. That's not my dumbest thing. Is the dimes. So that's why I'm still thinking. I know
it was just something you could think of on a dime.
Well, dimes and pennies too. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
I got several X-rays. If you want to torture yourself, Sonic 3D Blast is also kind of Eastery because burbs?
What?
Okay, first of all, I didn't know 3D Blast was on there, and I'm thinking about it because I do like playing crap games for fun. But also, I'm just gonna really quickly focus on. Because I have a quarter here at my desk, and I'm gonna be honest with you right now.
Eat that quarter, Cam.
I'm not gonna eat it, but
okay, good. Just checking.
I don't see how this taste is enjoyable.
Yeah, no, I get where you.
If
I
you-
get that.
I would say I would suggest everyone at home if you have a quarter, try licking it now. But I don't think I want to encourage that. To be entirely
I would
honest.
have done it.
You don't even have a quarter.
Fuck.
Damn, I was a very impressionable child when I was younger. Like, I would try to do Dragon Ball Z shit on the roof. Like, well, I didn't
The
not on the roof, but like,
Okay,
that
you
would be
wanna-
something I would want to do.
Okay, you want to know this is I'm genuinely serious. I'm not even lying.
Oh, no.
I'm not even kidding here. To this day, I still have a habit of kicking like snow and dirt and stuff off my shoes. And that habit came from the idle animation from Ocarina of Time.
That's
Like,
so
you know,
valid.
like,
though.
you know the thing where like he kind of kicks the ground a little bit?
Yeah.
Genuinely, I do the exact same thing in real life because of that.
That's so valid.
And I don't know why I picked it up, but I did. Metal tastes are nice. Maybe I'm just a vampire. I don't think vampires like to eat metal. I think if you like how metal, I think if you like how metal tastes, what eats metal?
If you like what metal tastes like, you might have. Okay, like, this
You
is actually
might
like genuinely
you
like
might
serious
just
bit.
be you might just be a bundle of sentient rust.
Oh, sorry. Maybe not so much if you like the taste of metal, but if you have a metallic taste in your mouth, and this is like legit, like that also might be a sign of possibly anemia. If you also crave ice cubes as well, but that like when you said metal in the like metallic taste, that it reminded me of that.
I mean, it does like taste a little bit coppery. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, but like to me, the taste of blood just tastes like blood, and I don't like to taste it very often.
Blood tastes like blood.
Sorry, I was enjoying something much better, a peanut M&M. I really want some candy, so I got some candy earlier. And I went to Dollar Tree to get some candy because Dollar Tree has good prices on candy. That's fine. Both tastes are good. I think been a while since I tasted blood. You are concerning me more and more with every word right now. No.
Yes, officer. This VOD right here.
This VOD is gonna be played in fucking court 2 years from now. Hello to the jury. Please remember to smash that like button.
Hopefully they'll like, subscribe, and hit that bell button for more content.
I can't say
Also,
that.
more of this.
You know what's really funny about this? At that exact moment, YouTube in the VOD is going to highlight that button.
I love that.
And that's gonna be really funny. You know, I've now realized there's one more dilemma to this kind of stream. And the question is because so first of all, I suppose I probably should have I didn't put a category on it. I suppose this should have been because this has been just chatting for a little while now. I don't really know what the point of a just chatting tag is, because I'm gonna put it on now. But secondly, like what do I call this once I put it on the VOD channel? Like, I don't know because usually I have the title and then the game or the unboxing or whatever we're doing. But what do I title this? Don't worry, the blood was locally sourced. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's just like. I'm pretty sure that saying that just means that the police have more evidence that the local murders were in fact you. Like saying they're
local. Or
local.
also you just buy someone's blood or something for something.
Also, we are running dangerously close back to talking about Morbius again.
It's Morbin time.
We're coming full circle on this. Rambling with friends. Yeah, it's fair. That's very fair. I have had a great idea. I will say I have had a good idea for a sort of like like a podcast or a venti type thing with the word ramble. I'm not gonna say it right now, but like there's been like a phrase with ramble in it that I've always held on to as a good title for something, but I've never had a chance to use it. Now I'll talk about it off the stream later on with these two. Why were you discussing Morbius? Because we're talking about watching someone suggested watching Minecraft, and I was like, hell no. I watched some bad movies, but not that one, and that's why I said I watched Morbius. I will say, I have only watched 3 bad movies, and I don't think one of them even counts. I've watched one movie that's half bad, and the one that's half bad is, have any of you seen... Actually, sorry, I'm gonna feel this question to JoJo, because Rose definitely will have never seen this movie. I know this for a fact. I watched Morbius twice? No, I didn't. Did I? I watched it once. Did I watch it a second time with you? I don't think I did. Or are you just going off the joke of, like, putting it in theaters twice? I can't quite tell. But I will ask JoJo this, because Rose definitely hasn't watched this movie. Have you seen Hancock?
Hancock?
Yes.
I know what movie you're talking about. Is that the one with Will Smith?
Yes.
No, I haven't, but I've seen memes about it, and
I've seen the first 30% of it is not great, and then it completely shifts in tone, and it gets a little better from there on. Do you mean music you consider bad, that is generally considered bad, or you went in knowing it was bad? A mixture of all three. Hancock is definitely in that field sort of a little bit. The two that definitely are Morbius and Rise of Skywalker. Which, like, to be clear here, like, I generally am not too, on the extremes of, oh, this sucks, or, oh, this is amazing, stuff like that. Like, I generally am a bit more neutral about a lot of stuff, and, like, usually I find a lot of fandom hate is just bullshit. However, it is genuinely impressive to me that a big-name movie like that can be actually genuinely awful. Like, it is the only movie I've ever watched to date where, like, I regretted watching it. I've seen a couple of bad movies, or a couple movies I didn't like. Rise of Skywalker is the only movie that I have felt like this has been a waste of my time. I have gained nothing from this, and in fact, I am worse off for having experienced this. Somehow Palpatine returned.
Okay, I'm looking for that picture of my burning life cereal right now, but I just found my video from when I skydived.
Oh, God.
Nice.
I will share that later. No joke, V. There was I don't know if you know this. There was exposition given for somehow Palpatine returned. The exposition given, though, was, and I swear this is true, in fucking Fortnite. To understand the plot of Rise of Skywalker, you had to have played Fortnite during one specific event. Not a joke. Not a joke. Honestly, based opinion. It's like, here's the it just had so many... I should do this sometime. Cam, legally agree with this. Yeah, absolutely I would. I would absolutely do that. I would do that.
I mean, skydiving is easy. It's the landing part that is kind of scary.
Whose idea was that? Good question. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Because here's the thing about falling. I'm fine with falling. I don't like the landing.
I mean, you stop, and it stop. I mean, if you stop very quickly, it hurts a little bit, but
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah. I will also say, on my wish list of dreams, this will never ever happen. But I would absolutely love to be on a 0G flight. Like, that is like I wish genuinely, like, if there is ever a way to, like, pay money to do that, that is the thing I would save up to do. I would love that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my dream would be to host I actually kid you not, a Splatoon scrim, even if it's a match
In the zero
in a
G,
zero G.
that would be so. Here's the thing, though. No, that's you would have to get up to space though for that because like, you can't really manage more than like 30 seconds of zero G
That's
before.
okay. Sometimes these scrims go really fast.
Fair enough. Oh yeah. I have had some ranked matches, and you've seen clips of this. I've had some ranked matches actually fit into a tire switch clip, and they went that fast.
Sometimes it's just like that.
Yeah, exactly. I've had 2 Rainmaker games in Splat 2 that ended in 24 seconds, about-ish. My love of space craves the removal of gravity. Cam is a skydiver, not a Skylander. I've actually played a Skylander game. I don't have it anymore, though. It was a Wii U one. I didn't play much of it. Yeah, no. But the one thing close to that I've done is, so there is a place in Niagara Falls that is a big fucking wind turbine. Just a massive wind turbine, basically, and you can. It's like an upright wind tunnel, and you can do like, quote unquote, skydiving in there, and I have done that.
Yeah.
And that was really cool. I like that a lot.
Oh, I have something like that that's literally like less than 15 miles from my house.
Oh, that is absolutely, like, when we do a meetup, that is a thing on the list of things we should do.
Oh, of course, absolutely.
Mostly just because I would really love to see, like, who is naturally good at it and who just completely flies off. Because honestly, this is big, like, completely unjustified confidence here. But honestly, I feel like I do okay. I feel like I do okay in it. I think JoJo would be really good at it. And I think Rose would just not. I'm sorry, Rose. But I don't really get the sense that you would be the most elegant in the air.
I'd be trying my hardest to like break the sound barrier, not like fly.
I would fly out the building. I only just stopped having nightmares about Rainmaker Splatoon 2 recently. What, don't you like people being the most absolute fucking dipshits on Walleye Warehouse Rainmaker? Don't you love those times, JoJo?
Warehouse Rainmaker. Because I swear to you, one time I started it, Splatoon 2 Rainmaker. I started it. I went to go grab a drink of water. I reached over for my cup, or maybe a little more extended, a little longer than I probably should have taken, and the game was pretty much already over.
That's the thing with Split 2. If you it went 2 ways. You either beat it under 30 seconds, or you are overtime.
Oh my god!
There was no in between.
Nothing is scarier than 2 very evenly matched evenly matched teams on Rainmaker in Splatoon 2, because the only thing that's stopping you is that Rainmaker counting to 0.
Yeah.
Are you gonna make it? Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I did have one match. I think this one was referred to earlier. I think I showed you the clip of this, JoJo, where the Rainmaker popped and everyone else went out. This was on Muscle Forge. Everyone else went off to do other things. So I just grabbed the Rainmaker, went along the right up ledge path, and I got it in 26 seconds.
Well, there you go. That's how you do it.
Yes, it was like literally, and once the other team realized what I was doing, they were just trying to catch up to me from behind and kept failing. I was always just out of range of them at all times, and then I banged it in, and I was like, I can't believe y'all let me do this. This is the dumbest thing I've ever done in this game.
I have too much experience with Rainmaker because that was my team specialty, so I was used to the fuckery.
Although to be honest,
Yeah,
honestly the dumbest remake I've ever had in my life was actually in Splatoon 3, and I know I showed Rose this clip. I don't remember if this was on stream or not. I don't think it was, but I was like I did a zip cast, and then I jumped back, and one of my teammates had died like trying to get the Rainmaker on the podium in museum. And there's a Kraken, and I was going around and like jumping on the thing, defending it, all this stuff, what have you. And so I went along. I climbed at the center, the like the spinny thing. Went on the top left path. That's usually only accessible to like if you like to spawn point. And I jumped down, and I inked the I re-inked the podium. And then literally, I think within like 3 or 4 frames of the Kraken ending, I jumped down, grabbed the Rainmaker, and I banked it before anyone could do anything. And that Kraken must have been so pissed off. I did it it wasn't even an accident. Like, I knew fully what I was doing, and I was waiting, and I timed it carefully, and I cannot believe that it actually worked. I know it. Do you know what I'm talking about, Rose? Because I know I showed you this clip. Because it was fucking insane. I'd pull it up now, but like I can't find it that fast. Also, I don't even know where I'd show it on here because I set up this scene really quickly. But yeah, that's my story there of that happening. God, this has turned into a real fucking ramble of a stream. This is now a podcast, isn't it? God damn it.
Or just a just chatting stream, I guess, technically.
I mean,
Yeah.
just chatting is podcasting.
I guess.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a fancy term for podcasting for people who
We
don't...
couldn't think of anything to do, so we just did a podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's gone well.
Well, yeah.
Done pretty well, except for like the 2 hours of me not being captioned because I forgot to frickin' do it. I know how to do it. It's just I can't do it quickly and easily while I'm live. So I'll have to add that to the scene later on, and then also fill up some extra space on here. Yeah, I've kind of ran out of steam of stuff to talk about now.
Well, we're able to manage 2 hours.
Yeah, we were able to manage somehow 2 hours and 5 minutes of just talking shit. Which, I mean, good job to us. Well done, well done, well done.
I can go on full rambles, but it's like, my mind wouldn't like that, and my voice wouldn't like that, and I don't think, and everyone would think I'm crazy because I'm just rambling about shiny hunting.
Oh, V, if you're watching this, can I please show this on stream? Please. I'm begging you because this is so funny. I'm sorry, V just sent me some incredible art. It's really good. Okay, good. Hang on, folks. I first of all have to download this, and then oh god, y'all don't even know this is gonna be. Oh god, hang on. Let me. Also, by the way, V, how long? I am. By the way, V, I want to say I'm amazed that you haven't brought up Eggman in the entire skydiving rant there. But that is. I was expecting that to happen any moment. So let's see here. Hang on just a second, folks. Let me grab this. There we go. Now, y'all, this is actually gonna fill up the space here as well, and this is going to be phenomenal. Let's do a fade in. Good.
That's amazing.
Absolutely incredible.
So you are giving me more ideas now for things. Like when we do this sort of bullshit, like just rambling for a little while, podcasty stuff. Just talk about things for a little while, and like whenever we come up with some dumb idea or rant for a while, you draw something for it and I put it up there. That's actually not a bad. That's actually not a terrible idea, honestly. But it is a bit of work. That's the only thing. But I do love that concept. So I might dock that for the future at some point, because I do quite enjoy that idea. It is very, very cute. It is very, very cute. How long did you spend on that, V? You've had Krita open for a couple of minutes, I see. So I don't know how long though. So like that must have happened very quickly. I just love like the again just the tail like flying out in the background. Also, Rose is 40 seconds.
Actually, wow, that's pretty impressive. That's really impressive, actually.
Wow.
Like, it would take me like 40 seconds to write skydiving on that, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
Also, I see that Rose is currently struggling with the shiny hunt.
A little bit.
The struggle is real.
Because the first was, why can I find this shiny, something like that, and then it's now help me.
That's valid.
God, I will also say, I have very vaguely had the idea of like actually doing like some kind of one like a Nuzlocke or whatever, like, something similar to that. The problem is like I don't know enough about Pokemon to actually make that interesting, or really be that interested in it personally. So, I don't know.
I think if you wanted to do a Pokemon Nuzlocke that was interesting but not really know Pokemon very well, if you don't know Pokemon very well, you should do a randomizer Nuzlocke, because it'll still do like really like when you run into the legendaries, you'll know in the you'll see it in the like starting sequence. So if you're like just walking and suddenly like time gets distorted and you're just standing in front of Dialga, I think that would be kind of hilarious.
A level 2 Dialga.
A level 2 Dialga where you have like 3 Pokeballs.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's very much the kind of thing where like, I would need at least one of you there for that to help fill in the gaps, because I don't know enough about Pokemon to make that interesting on my own. All I'd have is just my base reactions to shit. Like, I don't have any further context to that, because I've only played 2 Pokemon games.
I have to, like, pull myself back, like, nerding out about all of it. Because I know if I start, like, yapping about it, you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
See,
I've been wanting to do
Sorry, go ahead.
I've been attempting to do Nuzlocke, but it's like, it doesn't interest me, and, like,
Yeah,
usually
same.
I have to play it again.
Yeah. Like, I will say, there is exactly the extent of my care to Pokemon is that I want plushies of both Rowlet and Misdreavus, and then I'm happy. I know plushies of Rowlet exists. I don't know if plushies of Misdreavus exist or not. If they do, I want one.
They probably do. I think Gen 4 has them.
No, like
at least has like a sitting cuties.
Yeah, well, like an actual like IRL plushie.
No, that maybe someone's made it.
Yeah. I will say, I do know that there was a period of time, when there was like a 4-foot Lucario, and like I know that Flygon was genuinely considering it. And I know the main reason why they didn't was at the time he was saving up for something else. But like there's genuinely a serious chance that if he wasn't saving for that, he would have a 4-foot Lucario right now.
I would too.
Fair. I'll say, look, my only experience with Lucario is I find Lucario relaxing to play in Smash, and that's it. I've seen those photos. I want the big Lucario boy. Yeah. Also, obviously, one of the greatest contributions to memes is, yes, me, my wife, and her 6-foot Marie plushie.
It was just about a reference at the $500, like 4-foot tall Marie plushie.
That was $500. Jeez, fuck.
Oh yeah, plushies are expensive.
Worthy
right?
investment.
It's a worthy investment indeed. Absolutely.
I don't know.
Makes me think about the fact that there's a literal. I think it's like I always like when I think about like that kind of stuff. I think about the Snorlax.
Actually, you know what? You know what I want? I want like a genuine, like a 1-to-1 scale Snorlax plushie, like 8 foot tall, like
That
a
would
fucking
be
like a fucking beanbag.
It's a bed.
Wait, how is there not a Snorlax beanbag yet? There has to be, right? That's such a great idea. Hang on.
Nothing licensed, like nothing actually licensed by like Nintendo. Probably just like something like somebody made, like Etsy, and is like hiding for the dear life away from Nintendo before Nintendo goes after them.
No, there is on PokemonStore.co.
Oh,
which I don't is this an official Pokemon website? That's a question.
That is a question.
I think so. There is like a store.
Oh nope, it says shop not affiliated with the Pokemon Company, Nintendo, or any of the brand mentioned. No. But there is a Snorlax beanbag, and this is only $80.
$80?
Yeah, hang on, I'm putting it in chat. Hang on.
Interesting.
That is actually. Okay, how big is it though? That's a question. Okay, 63. That's 5 feet. Damn. Wow, that is big. That's big. Holy crap. That's a big one right there. Great things that'll be taken out of context at some point, but anyway. That is again, I'm amazed it's only $80. That's incredible, honestly.
Probably was bigger, it would be more expensive.
So JoJo, you couldn't even put me on the actual side of the fucking wheel.
No, a shitpost. It's illegal to spend more than 4 minutes on a shitpost.
Also, I now have to. Again, V. Can I also show this one on stream because this is also really funny. I know you'll probably say yes, but I'm just checking to be sure.
I like that I could see like where you had to use like the eraser.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And commit to the bit.
Although it is legal for me to spend more than 4 minutes on it if I make an alteration that is noteworthy.
All right, JoJo, we need you to stop this and look at the stream.
Okay. Oh, you know I have 2 monitors, right?
It's not crap. It's brilliant. Are you ready for this, JoJo?
All right. Yes. Show me what you've got. I love this.
That's amazing.
I need to print this out and put it on my wall.
You should post these in the art channel, V. And there's also a decent chance that JoJo will actually please, I actually genuinely, I want you to put this and frame this somewhere, and I want to see, like, above your computer desk setup, a frame of this.
I will probably go to, like, Staples or something, or wherever, and get, like more paper, because I'm out of paper.
Why Staples? Just go to, like, Walmart or shit.
don't want to go to Walmart. Every time I go to Walmart, it's like a quest. If I go to
How?
Staples, like if I go to Staples, I'm bored, so I'll get my stuff and go out. But if like I go to Walmart, I start dreaming. Like I started thinking about things. Like
Ooh, dreamy.
yeah, like I started dreaming about stuff. Like okay, all right, I'm near the
So
home
so you're
improvement
saying
section.
you're saying Walmart is the land of dreams.
Well, more like nightmares, but yes.
Grant, whenever I go to Walmart, I go to the food aisle. Then I just bolt towards the electronics.
That's
Afterwards,
fair,
I
and I
just
do the
leave.
same thing.
I just
And
leave.
back in my times of yore, when they used to have the game demos there, I would just sit there and have the eternal like 90-degree neck upward as I'm
Yeah,
staring at the
yeah.
screen. It's like
I
100,000
miss
feet
the
up.
game demos.
They still have Switch demos.
Not were
Yeah,
not
that
not
is
mine.
fair.
And
They do.
there
I
actually
have
was
seen
like
that.
there actually if you played the Pikmin 4 demo, you could get platinum points for it. I'm not joking. Like if you did the Platinum 4 demo like in like a Walmart or a GameStop or shit like that and scan a code afterwards, you get like 500 platinum points for it. They did
My
that
Walmart
one
is
time and never did it again. But what was I gonna? Oh yeah, I was gonna say, Walmart. There's. Okay, I'll tell you the best thing I ever bought at Walmart. And it's actually a Switch thing. I bought a Switch game for $30.04.
4 cents.
Yes. Do you have any
4 cents.
guesses as to what this game was? To be also,
$30.04.
I found this game in the of all places the clearance aisle.
That's
$30.04.
Yes.
Do we get a hint of any kind?
It is never that cheap.
that doesn't limit it.
It does a little bit.
Your hint is bad, therefore we deserve another one.
Okay. It's a first party game.
$30.04.
Yes.
You found Mario Party Superstars for $30.04.
I did not. Superstars was actually a gift. Was a Christmas gift. So no.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know that lore.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, first party.
It is a game that you'd expect every Switch owner to have, and I didn't until about a year and a half ago.
Oh wait, hold on. A year and a half ago?
Yeah, give or take.
Oh.
Did you have this game? I'll just say Wii Sports. I forgot I was Switch.
Honestly, wait, hold on. No, you might be cooking, Rose.
No.
Did you have Nintendo Switch Sports?
I still don't have Nintendo Switch Sports. I do want to get it at some point, but I don't have it yet.
I want to play, but my Joy-Cons don't work, so I can't.
Damn. It is definitely more casual.
Casual? Oh, well, when you say it like that, it was obviously Garfield Lasagna Party.
You're closer than you might think.
Oh my god, you found Garfield Kart for $30.04, didn't you? Okay, I was so close, and we were so close to glory.
You're closer than you might think there.
Mario Kart?
Yes.
Lasagna Party?
Oh, you know what? Honestly, I was right. It was Mario Kart.
I found Mario Kart on clearance at Walmart for $30.
I'm not gonna
See, the only reason why I thought it was Mario Kart is because my Switch had the bundle.
You know, that's actually fair. That's actually very valid. I was thinking it could be Mario Kart, but like, no, there's no way Walmart would put that on clearance. And
I know, right? That's insane. It was the case. It was the game. It obviously works because that's what Mario Kart I've been playing on stream. And it was also like one of like the original revisions. Like I had to wait for 2 hours for it to up because it was originally on version 1.1.7 or something like that. And we're now on like version like 3.4 or something. I don't quite remember. But yeah, like I got that, I saw that, and I'm like, there's absolutely no way in hell I'm ever gonna find this cheaper than.
Oh, that's why you reposted it.
Yeah, JoJo reposted it, and I have a couple of questions here. And I'm not gonna ask permission because it's just a shit post, so I can just do this anyway.
Well, yeah. Anything I ever make, you have permission to use. I mean, I am your creator of content. You're welcome.
Usually that'd be me, but I'm like, my brain is in a different universe right now.
That's fair.
Honestly, so it's me too.
I do
but like,
I will say that one of my favorite things that ever happened is when I saw a meme of Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3 with a Tumblr caption of course you have white hair and trauma, and I had him edit that to be Lysithia, and it was really funny.
Yeah, I still remember that.
So actually I'm gonna make this big a little bit so people can see this. So I'm gonna cover it up a little bit here. So here's my problem with this, right? So first of all, you didn't change anything about me. I'm still in the same place before. I am somehow in front of the wheel and not aligned with it.
yes.
You're back there, and you're just Kermit in the shape of some kind of starfish. And then Rose is
Actually,
over
big
on the right, and for some reason Rose is reversed. And you wouldn't be able to tell that, but except for the text, which is now help me backwards. Like,
I don't know how to be said.
You know, I interpret this as a little piece of like Renaissance art. Because there's
oh
no
my
caption to it.
god,
What?
Renaissance art.
Well, to be fair, there's no caption. It's just like it's like something you'd find in like a pristine a pristine cathedral on the ceiling.
Like a banana.
God. Have you found that on Life on Fire?
Unfortunately, I haven't, but I do know that it's somewhere in my home. So because I can't get rid of a sacred text like that. So
Absolutely not.
So when I find it, I'll send it to you. Yeah, it might be like 3 a.m. someday.
Oh, I saw it.
Oh, this is brilliant. Oh, this is absolutely brilliant.
I think I saw what
Oh,
Cam
hang on.
saw.
Where the hell? There we go.
Yeah, a lot of art today.
Yeah, it's worth it though. This is beautiful. This is beautiful right here. Hang on just a second. Okay, this is wonderful. Oh, I love this. I love this so much. Move it up a little bit. That is wonderful. The little tail curl on the front as well. Oh. It's wonderful. Snorlax's eyes do look slightly demonic. Just a little bit. But still pretty good.
Snorlax's eyes always look demonic.
Okay, fair. Actually,
to be fair,
has
Snorlax's eyes are closed.
yeah, I was gonna say, has Snorlax ever opened its eyes in any Pokemon thing ever?
I swear I've seen it happen before. I don't know if it was like an editor or something, but I swear I've seen something happen.
Stadium or something.
Hang on, let's see. I'm gonna look up Snorlax eyes. Let's go to Bubblepedia and see what's happened. I think in the show, possibly. Hang on. Go to biology.
No, you want to knock it out. If I knock it out, I'm gonna cry because I've spent 5 minutes looking for this
let's see.
Magnemite.
All right, I know what my next meme will be.
Oh boy.
Oh, you'll see.
Hang on. Let's see here. Alpha Snorlax in art. Well, that's just the glowing red eye thing. I'm not sure that strictly counts or not.
Technically, no. That's just It's kind of when you use the Z move for Snorlax, and it gets like yellow eyes.
Yeah.
It doesn't like fully open them.
Let's see here. Looking at the trivia section now to see if there is. Oh, in several 3D games, such as the Core series and in Stadium, Snorlax open their eyes when they faint.
Interesting.
Jinx.
Jinx.
Yo,
I'm sorry, my brain is. I'm like 30 frames for like my brain's at like 3
You
FPS.
owe me a soda
so, like,
now, motherfucker.
Jinx back and give me my goddamn Cadillac.
Looking around. Okay, this is not working. Let's go to Snorlax eyes and then images on Google. Not seeing much of. I'm not seeing anything that looks official. I'm seeing some things that look like fan art. As yet unknown. If someone can find Snorlax's eyes open, please do tell. We'd love to see it. This is now research at this point. Oh, I've got 2 more things from V. Oh, okay, yeah. Actually, V just sent me a screenshot of its eyes open, and I think that's Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah, I think I just saw it also.
Is Stadium an N64 game?
Yes.
Yeah, then that's definitely that then. And yeah, the Alpha Snorlax is literally just like, it's still the eyes closed and then just like circular red dots over it. Which is very funny. Actually, here's a question for you, Rouse. Genuine question. Does every does every Pokemon have an alpha form in Arceus? Or only like some?
No. If you mean like every Pokemon in the game,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah.
Because the legendaries don't have it. And then the Alola, Vulpix, and Ninetales also don't have it. But anything you could like encounter in like the world, and it could be in an outbreak or something, or it just spawns, yes.
Wait, wait, Alolan Vulpixes are in?
It's a quest. It's a quest.
Oh, you're right. I did that one. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and you get an Alolan Vulpix who is shiny locked, so you can't get shinies from there.
Oh, that's rude.
It's a one-time thing, so you can only find regular Vulpix and Ninetales shiny. You could shiny hunt them in alphas. It's easier now because of an update they gave
also,
it.
Here's a question now for you as well. Are you trying to also get shiny alphas, or are you saying fuck that?
For all of them, that's more of a side quest. I'm not gonna get it for every.
That's the side quest here.
I'm not gonna get every Pokemon, but there are static alphas, which I posted before I got a shiny alpha Stantler. That's a static alpha. If I do want to one day do that, but that's more of a if I feel like it.
I don't know what you mean by static alpha.
Static alpha means like no matter what, if you pass by it, it's always alpha. It's always
like,
alpha.
Oh, like the one Alpha Snorlax that's like blocking the thing in the first area.
Okay. There's way more.
Or like the guaranteed. I think there's a Ponyta that's always alpha.
No, that's the Rapidash.
It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, and then there's a Luxia. There's a lot of alphas, monostatic alphas. I even like have a little route I do to look after all of them. Yeah. I stole from a YouTuber. Yeah, that's gonna be that's not my main priority. I'm just gonna get the shinies first, and if I feel like suffering, I'll do the alphas. I mean, that took 4 months or 3 months for me to get that one. Granted, I got like that's my 4th one. That was my 4th alpha shiny.
Nice.
Because I have a Heracross, I have Empoleon. What was the other sodium? Lucario. Lucario was my first alpha shiny, which is funny because we mentioned Lucario earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
And now it's a shiny Weirder, which I'll post. I forgot to post how tall it is compared to the actual trainer. If I could find it.
Now I'm also thinking about like what's like the biggest Pokemon model. I've looked this now.
Yeah, I posted a comparison to the alpha that I got.
I'm not seeing results for like biggest Pokemon model. It also thinks it thinks I'm talking about like game models, not actual like IRL models.
I think I swear I watched a video on like like a chart from like the tiniest Pokemon to like the biggest Pokemon, and it like was actually like, went based on Pokedex entries.
Mhm.
I swear I can't remember who was the biggest. Was it? I don't remember. It's been way too long.
If I recall, for Pokédex wise, like, but that's like a little different thing about what's saying here. I think Eternatus, like Gigantamax Eternatus, which you
That's
can't
it.
get,
Yes.
is the
Yeah. No,
highest
you're
of
right.
tallest.
Technically
But
speaking, yeah.
yeah, in game, in Pokemon Sword and Shield, there's a big Whale Lord, and that's like it's huge and it's so funny. A life-size Whale Lord would be so funny.
Also, you know what else is a $1 billion merch idea that I don't think Nintendo's done?
What?
A beach ball that looks like Spheal.
I probably haven't done that.
Really?
I don't know if they have been. Have they done that?
I'm saying like they probably haven't. And that's a great idea.
They should do that.
Oh no, actually, there was a result from the Pokemon Center immediately, and I think this is an official website, possibly. Let's see. Let's find out. No, I'm not. I don't want your cookies. Fuck off.
Oh yeah, this is the official one.
Yeah, it's Pokemon Center the. Yeah, cause it's got like it's got like Nintendo's like trademarks and shit on this.
Yeah, and I'm signed in, so yeah, this is the right
Holy
place.
shit! Yeah, there's an actual Spheal beach ball. How big is it though?
Uh,
I love how it says, "Warning: This is not a life-saving device. Do not leave child unattended while device is in use." Device, 16 inches.
16 inches.
That's eh, okay. Although I am also getting linked to a Piplup like a pool float ring donut float thing, and it's also very cute. Hang on, this one's also
They have a
going.
Jigglypuff one. They have a Slowpoke Wooflo. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, there's also a Jigglypuff beach ball.
A Ditto float. That's funny.
Are there any other beach balls? Let me search. Oh, they're Pokeball beach balls. That makes sense. They can get a 4-pack of them for $20. But they don't say how big they are. I know they say about. Wow, you can get 4 beach balls for like 16-inch beach balls for about $20. It's pretty good. If you're a Pokemon fan, actually, this is not a sponsor stream by any means. But if you're a Pokemon fan, that's actually a pretty good deal there. $5 for a beach ball? Hell yeah. I mean, I don't know what you use a beach ball for because beaches suck, but I mean, you can have it around, I guess. So yeah, cool. Okay, I think I've run out of interesting things to find on that website there.
There we go.
Pokemon
Good.
Flan? Pokemon Flan. I'm not sure I follow. Is that a did you mean Pokemon
dessert?
fan?
Flan, like as in the dessert?
Yeah, like flan is in like the sort of like cakey thing, but it's not quite a cake.
Like the pudding? Not pudding.
Pudding,
Is
yeah.
it?
I have
pudding.
no idea.
More kind of like gelatin. I know what it is because I that's kind of.
I only had flan a couple of times in my life.
It's pretty good. I usually eat rice pudding a bit more, but Pokemon Flan, that's probably like a ditto. But that'd be more like gelatin.
Well, I'm not. I guess I'm not a Pokemon flan, whatever. I do know that JoJo just ran a Splatoon flan.
Mistake. Oh, it's a custard.
that did make him audibly laugh. I want that on record that he actually laughed out loud at that one.
He laughed.
It's a custard. It's delicious. I should. What places do flans? That's the question, though. Like, where can I go to get a flan?
You can
most like Mexican delicacy, like where you get Mexican delicacy, you could probably get flan.
Oh, that's true.
Or just a supermarket.
I've never seen that as an option there, but I guess I can look closer next time. Maybe there's something there.
Maybe it just depends on like where you are.
Smack dab in the middle of Ohio, so.
Okay, so I wouldn't know because where I am, I'm more near like Mexican like.
Ohio's not particularly multicultural.
So that might be a bit harder for you.
I feel like California definitely is.
California, 100%.
Yeah.
That's why I always think that people have it. It's like, no, it's just California has so much Mexican stuff.
Yeah, there are like a couple of like diasporas around here, but it's not particularly multicultural, from my experience. Like there's a small where I am. There's a relatively moderate-sized Nepalese diaspora around here. I don't know exactly where they are though. But I know there is one around somewhere, and yeah, I've never said that they exist. I meant to go to one of the restaurants, and I just never did, and I moved away from there now, sadly. Maybe I should go back and try it at some point. But yeah, I probably don't like the most multiculturalism I get is that there's an Aldi's near me. That's about it. Which does have international stuff pretty often.
I ran. God damn it.
Oh, did you
set this up again? No, I'm doing SOS chaining, the method that I got the fucking Mahjong shiny. But I keep running, and I shouldn't do that. I have to reset it. I'm gonna be over odds. Twice.
I love how I have no idea what 90% of those words mean.
Good. You don't.
You're like, good. Don't do what I do.
Yeah. Like, do it once, but then don't like commit to what I'm doing.
Yeah. So actually, while we're here, can I ask, what motivated you to actually want to do this?
Because I like shiny hunting. There's like, okay, there is more to that actually. It's because around when I stopped playing competitive Splatoon, I was bored. I didn't know what really to do, and some friends of mine were getting back into Pokemon, so I got back into it. And then I remembered, hey, I used to love shiny hunting, and I really don't care about battling right now. Why don't I go back and try out shiny hunting again? And then I started watching more content about it. I got more invested in it. I joined people's Discord servers about it. And sooner or later, I found myself thinking, you know, what would be so funny if I just did this, because I know people have done it before. It's not even like people have actually completed it before.
Yeah. Well,
So
I believe it. How
I
many
decided to do it myself.
shinies did you have before you started to you decided to officially start?
You mean like unique or like in total?
Unique.
Unique.
What was like your starting counter when you decided officially, okay, I'm gonna do this?
I actually do have the image of when I started this because I use a website to track it.
Okay.
And when I started, it was October 9th. I had 86 shinies already.
That's still
I already
more.
had 86.
That's still like I don't think I've ever caught a natural shiny in any. I never caught a shiny in Pokemon Moon. I don't think. I don't think so.
Yeah, a lot of these were like over the years. I mean, I had technically my first shiny nose pass. So I was always bound to have at least.
Of all Pokemon to shiny up nose pass.
It was a random one because I was using a method called Friend Safari, which was a whole thing about, hey, if you have people on your friends list on the 3DS, you can get unique Pokemon. And I don't know how they did it, but like each friend code would have a different safari that would give you different Pokemon.
I vaguely know what this is about, but not really.
But it would,
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah. If let's say your friend didn't own Pokemon X or Y or Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire,
Mhm.
you'd always get two Pokemon, and then you'd be
Oh.
assigned a type. But if they beat the Elite Four at least, you get three of them.
Okay.
And it was pretty popular back then, where people would actually go on message boards and like add each other just so they can get more shinies. Or like shiny hunt or like just get because you can get the
Of
starters
course.
like that.
Of course.
You're able to get I think Cantonian and Kalos starters like that. So obviously they wanted that.
Mm.
And that was how I started out. I started out from watching people do it in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So I'm like, you know what? This was like back in like 2016, I'd like to say. It was actually the reason why I got into Twitch. Fun fact. My account was because I wanted to chat to people on Twitch for shiny hunting.
Okay.
And I was not creative at the time, so I just stuck with it. I stuck with whatever. I could change it, but everyone knows me by it, so it's like, what's the point?
Yeah. Um. Is there? Do you keep track of how many shinies you have per game?
For a game, no, because I would
Okay.
have lost count, and
Gotcha.
all of them would be from Legends Arceus at this point.
Okay, excluding Legends, what game do you think you have the most shinies in? Just off the top of your head.
Pokemon Scarlet.
Is that just
Pokemon Scarlet is right now considered one of the easiest ones, aside from because there's a lot more variety. I think I had like I right now if I counted the Scarlet Pokemon, I would have 3 entire boxes of Scarlet Pokemon alone.
wow?
And this is including like duplicates, obviously.
Well,
But
Scar is a lot easier because you don't have to like wander into an encounter every fucking time to see it. Like there's just a lot of
yeah,
there's just a lot of like time saved in terms of like loading and getting out of battles.
yeah, but also it's like Legends Arceus where you don't have to worry about that, but also you have to you have to like be on the lookout because if you're not
It's
paying
more active.
attention,
It's less kind of rhythm. It's less kind of flow and more active attention.
yeah, because it doesn't have the shiny sparkle, unlike Legends Arceus.
Oh, that sucks.
That's why I hate it.
Oh,
Because
that's awful.
you need to know what it looks like. Otherwise, you could fail a random shiny.
Yeah, and aren't there some shinies that are like almost basically like the exact same as the regular?
Yes, I'm looking at the chart of that line because the only thing it changes are the eyes. That's it.
Oh, that sucks.
That's why I'm like in a love and hate relationship with shiny hunting that, and that's why I'm saving the Paldea starters. Because that's a whole different rant. But I do have some shinies because it's easy, but also because of how you can make it easier with sandwiches.
I
Sandwiches make it easier with Herba Mystica, which you have to grind, which is annoying in itself.
don't
But
understand any of this.
basically, you could increase your odds with the power of sandwiches for 30 minutes.
It's a very funny phrase. Also, I don't think this is really relevant to quote unquote brand in any way, but I don't care because it's really cute. This art right
I
here.
want to. Oh my god.
It's,
Half of actual rose, that's funny.
it's very cute. What now?
I just saw on the art channel. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really good.
I love the blonde.
Oh, so I didn't even see that one either. I was showing a different one on stream here.
Yeah, I saw it, the blonde. So cute. It looks like a Kirby ability. Or
Also,
Kirby like enemy.
JoJo, why
Why?
am I in space and why do I have the Infinity Gauntlet?
If you notice, I'm floating there in space.
Oh, I saw that, but like, why are you also in space?
Because you snapped your finger and I turned to dust.
Yes, but why were you in space before I snapped my finger?
Did you just ask me why I was in space?
Yes.
Do I ever have an answer to why I do anything?
Eventually Joe just stopped sinking.
You bullshit something most of the time, so I was expecting you just to like ad-lib this shit.
Oh, well, you see, it started. Well, see, I was born on a Monday, so already my life was off to a bad start. So,
True.
So I guess it was a turn of events that just kept going and coming. It was going and coming and going and coming, and suddenly, oh no!
Cam, have you ever seen the
I'm in
opening to
space
Sonic Unleashed? That's why JoJo was in space. I will say,
Yes.
I was considering for a hot minute to do because Sonic Unleashed got recompiled. Well, I wasn't gonna do that. I do have Sonic Unleashed for Wii, and I've never actually played Sonic Unleashed, so I was considering doing that as one of my playthroughs. Didn't end up going with. I haven't done it yet, but like, I think it might be something I do after I do the thing I looked at earlier on. Maybe potentially, we'll see. It's like we did Sonic still relatively recently, so like I want to do one more playthrough before I do something else. And yes, that makes you Ivor Robotnik (parentheses Eggman) and also Thanos. That's a hot. That is really concerning. How I have suddenly become Thanos very quickly, with very little justification for that. Also, speaking of circling back to the very start of this, because I mentioned before I was late to stream because I was watching some college humor stuff. I still maintain that one of the funniest jokes on the internet is y'all know Dorkly, right?
Yeah.
I still maintain that one of the funniest recurring gags on the internet ever is Sonic and or Eggman going, "Huh, neat." It's so good. It gets me every time. It's so good. A lot of Dorkly stuff has aged very weirdly, but huh neat is always funny. God, I'm thinking I watched Dorkly when I was way too young to be watching Dorkly. I was watching Sonic for Hire when I was like 12. That
Don't
was
get me started on the
that
stuff I
is
was watching.
that was have any of you seen Sonic for Hire?
I've seen like clips of those.
Sounds familiar.
Okay,
But
let's say
no.
this much. No one should be watching that when they're 12 years old. We'll leave it at that. I'm glad Dorkly is still going though. I don't know what they're
I'm
doing
surprised
nowadays.
they still are.
Yeah, well, they almost didn't because College Humor got fucked over so hard.
Fair.
But Dorkly became independent as did Drawfee. and that's why Drawfee is now their own thing, because they were part of College Humor and then they split off to become independent. Like they.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I think I can't think of any of the College Humor stuff that's really been notable. Well, College Humor is now Dropout. I don't think of any other College Humor products that got into their own thing, or if they did, I can't remember them right now. So. But yeah, you reminded me of that, like when you brought up Sonic Unleashed and like kind of like sort of like silly jokes. I remember because I was watching, one of the things I was watching before I got on stream was I was along with the Google was the guy thing. I also watched I had scenes before. I did also watch the power up mix up bits from Dorkly, which are I still maintain are very good. So yeah, and the punchline in those is always Sonic going, "Huh, neat," and which I still I think is really funny. Yeah.
That's where it came from. I remember that sound. It's like, oh, that's where it came from.
Also, can I just say real quick, V, again, how quickly did you draw this here, the Pokemon fan art here? How quickly did you do this? Because, primarily, I'll tell you why once I find out the answer.
Like 20 seconds.
If it's that quick, I am going to be mad. I'll tell you why in a moment. I do also love. I do also love the little touch of sparkles on me.
Yeah, like your actual shiny.
Yeah, but also this is quite existential because this implies that I am a Pokemon and Rose is trying to catch me, which is somewhat terrifying.
It's funny because the first thing I thought of was either an actual dragon type or Mew, because given like the body.
Oh yeah. Also, I've also remembered that one of the ending gags too. I think it was Power Mix Up 2 was Sonic using a Pokeball on like the Death Egg robot, and ending it with "huh, neat" because it went into Pokeball. You drew that Rose in a minute, unbelievable. You drew that Rose, and you drew all of that in a minute, but especially the Rose in a minute. What the hell? That is actually insane. I also love how Rose in chat goes, "My bad."
Stop giving me Mime Juniors. I have too many of these.
Yes, you already have one. That's too many.
I have 7 of them.
Oh, that's okay. Mime Junior, no, but Mr. Mime, yes. Any amount of Mr. Mimes is too many.
I think I have 2 or 3 Mr. Mimes, but that's because it was a little thing happening on a Discord server. One of them's from Heart Gold Soul Silver also. That's like one of my proudest ones. But I don't need more Mime Juniors. I have too many of them.
They're at least cute.
Yeah, I'll give them that at least.
Well, we are about to hit 3 hours, and despite a couple of awkward gaps, we've managed to make this a relatively coherent and consistent thing for that period of time. So, thanks. This I actually quite like this. I'm not gonna say I want to do this regularly, but like this is actually not too bad. Like doing like every once in a while doing like this for like 1 or 2 hours, I wouldn't mind by any metric. Yeah, I'm surprised this went on for as long and as well as it did. I really am. But I'm also glad because like it does feel nice to like kind of also like get the words out on the stuff that's been happening for a little while on why, because I do feel like the over the past month, aside from the lunar stuff, the effort going into stream has been a little lacking at some points. I do apologize. I know I'm not doing much here, But like I want to put something into it, and I haven't done lately. And God, I'm so behind on VODs right now. I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna try to catch up tomorrow. Don't hold me to it because I do work tomorrow, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, I got really behind because again I was so busy and then I was so tired. I honestly didn't even like for the past 5 days I have not thought about VOD uploads once until like 6 p.m. today. Like that's how much I've been zoned out. I didn't even consider VOD uploads at all. Even as I was posting Discord saying, "Hey, no streams," I didn't even think about it. Which is not great personally, but hey, what can I do? I'm gonna try that one. Okay. I think I'm gonna wrap up here before we actually hit the 3-hour mark on stuff. Well, we're gonna hit the 3-hour mark anyway, but like before we hit the 3-hour mark, while still on our main scene here. But it was good to talk about a couple of things, and like also like having a look through of my library and talking about it gave me a couple of thoughts for things I want to do. Some stuff I want to do I would want to do immediately. I'll probably try to do that on the Tuesday stream. We'll see about that. Sunday Yakuza is happening. I can promise this much. It will happen this time. Might be a little late due to some family circumstances with Flygon, but it will be happening this time. I'm so sorry for missing out last week. So there's that. And then maybe a new playthrough starting on Tuesday. We'll find out. But it was good to talk it out and kind of like sort of like half vent it out and also half be able to like iterate on a couple of things. I've definitely got some thoughts to do, and it's also just good just to chat shit with Rose and JoJo and V and Null and everyone in chat. It was very, very nice. I quite enjoyed this. I don't think I don't think I want to do this for 3 hours again, but you know, every once in a while. Like
I kind of forgot it's been 3 hours. I've just been in my own like suffering right now.
Yeah. We have gone, I will say, and we have first we down to 3 hours, damn it. But we have gone from talking about, just looking through the chat here, we've gone from talking, before chat was really picking up, we talked about, like, life circumstances and stream stuff like that. And then we were talking about, let's see here, death battle ideas, bad movies, and what else?
Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft. Kermit and Metal Gear Solid. Eating quarters. That happened. And yeah. And also, for some reason, I still had the Wikipedia page for Ringo Starr up for reasons. And I still love the secret part of the Triforce capitalism. It's still so good. It's still so good. I'm actually will say, V, I'm a little jealous of how that you are very quick draw on jokes sometimes, and I am slightly envious of it. It's very good. You are much better at quick wit than I am, and like I wish I could learn. So I do like that very much about you.
Same.
See, now I'm also thinking like for Easter, do I actually want to do some kind of Eastery thing? I guess.
Easter's like next week.
Because now we could either because now there's a possibility for Mario and Rabbids, it's been suggested, which is actually been on the list of things to do. Mean Bean Machine and Puyo Puyo. I might do Puyo Puyo just because I know I can get Rose there for that.
I wonder.
like that is.
I might be there too, actually.
Do you have Puyo Puyo as well?
Well, for the low price of $8, I just might actually.
Yeah, you have until the 27th.
I have 9 days to decide.
Well, you have 2 days until Easter. Which, by the way, I will leave it one last note. On the note of Easter, I have to tell you all about my favorite website ever. I'm gonna put the link in chat. Because it is just this. It is my favorite website, and I will be checking it on Easter to see what it looks like. Wait, that's
Like
not.
that, it just shows
That's
craft
not.
ideas.
That's wrong. Hang
Greeting
on.
card.
This domain has expired.
Hang on.
That means it's available.
No one do that yet. Hang on. Let me get the right link. I thought
I
it was.
already did it.
Is it?
I wonder how that would work for a
Oh,
stream though. Because
I'm a fool. It's a code.uk link. That's where I got tripped up on. Hang on. So I know that they still have this joke running. I know for a fact that they have this joke
yep,
running.
I see it.
This is my favorite website right now, and it might get even better in 24 hours. Because Easter's tomorrow, right?
Nope, it's 2 more days.
Well, today,
It's
well,
I guess technically tomorrow for you. But,
yeah,
you know,
in
for
24
those on
hours.
Planet Earth, for those on Planet Earth, it's in 2 days.
Where the fuck am I?
Oh,
in space, didn't you see?
space.
Okay, but like clearly I was in space next to the Earth.
Yes. Notice how you were in space next to the Earth. If you're next to the Earth, are you on the Earth?
I don't know. I will say
Exactly.
terrifying fact. There's always been someone in the ISS since at least I think the 1996. So for the entirety of my life, there has never been every single human being on Earth at the same time.
Was it Spiders George?
It's 420 extra special Easter grass this year. Holy fuck.
Crazy.
Yeah, someone's gonna take that seriously. It's a problem. I will say one joke I should have done last year and I didn't, and I was so mad about it. Was that because I'm pretty sure last year, yeah, it was last year or the year before. I think like trans day visibility, something like that, fell on the same day as Easter, and like the day before, I found like a trans colored bunny suit. And like if I had had any planning or found out earlier, I totally would have got that for that day. Cause that would have been so funny, and I didn't, and I'm pissed off because that's probably never gonna happen ever again. And I should have done that joke, but I didn't realize until it was like one day, and like there's no way to even get on time. If I have to hear blaze it, then praise it. I have never even heard that until just now, JoJo. You've put that phrase into being. And yes, it'll go straight to my thighs? What? What do you mean?
This is a SpongeBob quote.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. You have to... how many times do I have to say this? If you do a SpongeBob joke, I'm not gonna get it.
SpongeBob.
Sorry, you're right. Let me do this.
What? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm afraid.
Slash sponge.
That is actually a really good way to clarify to me whether that's a SpongeBob joke or not. That actually, you joke, but that would actually be genuinely useful for me if we had tone indicators, like for like what a joke or a statement was referencing. That would actually, I think it should be a common thing. No, I'm serious. That should be a common thing, like tone indicators for like what you're referring, if you're making a reference, and if so, what you're referencing, because like that would actually be really helpful in conversation.
I love how like tone indicators, like, you know, as a way to help, you know, be accessible, we're just circling back to citing our sources.
Yeah, this is the new citation method that'll be used in high school essays 15 years from now. It's just a way to be adopted by the APA.
Exactly.
God.
APA or MLA, depending
Sorry,
on
yeah,
which
MLA.
whether you're right or wrong.
I think it's either AP or MLA. I think I merged the two somehow.
If you do APAs for a lot of times for like psychology.
Yeah,
like,
MLA
I
is for
guess,
like
human-
literary essays and shit.
Yeah, if I had to write another paper in APA format just because a teacher wanted to feel different, like I'm going to explode,
And it'll go straight to your thighs.
and then I'll blow up slash sponge.
A slash sponge.
All right, on this billion-dollar idea, I'm gonna call it there because we're now about to hit 3 hours 10 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 hours 10 minutes. Any final closing thoughts from you before I go to wrap up?
Rose, I featured you in a meme this time.
Okay,
I
I'll
did
just
see
do
that
it.
meme. It's very. I will end on this because it is gonna wrap up what we were talking about earlier. Hang on a second. I'm actually
I
gonna.
just love that it's still fucking mirrored.
Yeah, like why is it? How did you get it mirrored, JoJo? What the fuck?
It's a magical button called horizontal flip on any art.
Yes,
like,
but
drawing
why
or
did
any
why
kind
did
of
you
photo editor.
horizontal flip it?
Because Rose's picture's pointing to the left, it'd be real silly if it was just pointing to the right. Or if it was
Also, they
looking
can
away.
tell it's a fucking stream screenshot, even though I could have just sent you the image itself. But more funny.
Yeah. This is really good. This is really, really good.
My closing thoughts is do not do a living dex unless you are. Just don't play Pokemon.
You
don't be-
bailed out of like you dove out of that like it was a speeding car.
Don't do.
My
Bailed from there.
final thought is be like anti-Rose, do the living dex.
What do you mean? I am doing it.
And I love the anti-jokes. It's like anti-JoJo be like, guys, quiet down. Stop being crazy.
Don't do a living dex if you want to maintain a healthy life. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'll check in with you in a couple minutes to talk about a couple of things, some ideas I had. Back in a moment. This will be very, very quick. I completely forgot to change the next stream thing, but ironically it is right. It is actually Yakuza 0 next. It still is not Yakuza 0 next. I'm so sorry that happened last week. But it was kind of out of my control, so to make sure that doesn't happen again. I already know my rambles, though, before. So, Yakuza stream this Sunday, I'm hoping, unless something else changes. Please, hopefully not. Hopefully I settle on and start the new playthrough on Tuesday. I think I know what I'm going to do. It's kind of topical anyway. Not topical really, but like it's been on this for a while, and there's recent news. But like, oh, I should do this now anyway. So I'm gonna do it, probably, and then so to settle this, but we'll try for a proper multiplayer game thing next Friday. Again, that's very much up in the air at the moment. Like we vaguely talked about it. Don't know quite yet. Don't hold us to anything, please. But I will try to go back to like that regular Friday, Sunday, Tuesday-ish schedule because that's been working out well for me personally overall, except for the week where it didn't. But nothing worked for me last week anyway. So, excuse me. I'm gonna call it there. This has been 3 solid hours of us talking. Wowzer. If you would, I will say, like, it does seem like y'all like this as well. So, like, if you do want to, please tell me in the Discord. Like, go to the suggestions chat if you could, and like if there's interest in doing this sort of thing again, like every once, like again, not every week, probably maybe not even every month necessarily, but a little while, just like spending like an hour or two, just like kind of like doing as a chat and vibe sort of thing, without even any pretense of power wash sim or anything like that. Just like being able to like talk about stuff, show off some like memes or art or what have you every now and then. That'd be very fun. I'd like that personally. If you'd like that too, please let me know. That's my one final request. Let me know if you'd like to see more of this in future, and if you do have any sort of like inspiration for things like I could do or things you'd like to see, again, do let me know. I'd love to hear that. But we're gonna call it there. I'm gonna go get a drink and then some sleep. So thank you all so much for being here through this very different stream than usual and engaging with it so much. I had a lovely time talking with y'all. And I'll see you in a couple days for a proper Yakuza stream. Fingers crossed. Have a good night, folks. As I forget to turn up pretzel music.